Comic Timing
is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network. Bitch. Print it.
Welcome to episode 115, part 2 of Comic Timing, the comics podcast devoted to the average comic book fan from the average comic book fan. Join in as a rotating panel of guests and myself, Ian Levinstein, discuss whatever comes to mind, time after time, here on Comic Timing. A little bit delayed, but here we go with our New York Comic Con wrap-up. Luckily, we don't cover any news items in this episode, so it is just our thoughts and opinions on what happened at New York Comic Con. Julian Lytle, Jamal Igle, Rick Gordon, Daryl, and myself go in depth on this episode. So go ahead and check it out. Here now, Comic Timing. Hey guys, so just a quick update on this episode. This is indeed episode 115, part 2 of Comic Timing. Way delayed, but it's been a heavily busy month for both me and Brent. Brent just finished getting married and going on his honeymoon and all that jazz, so congratulations to him. I was on vacation for about a week and a half, so there was that going on, and with Thanksgiving and everything, things were a little bit difficult. So, again, that's why it was delayed. What a shock. Comic Timing is delayed. I'm sure you're all really amazed by that, but whatever. Let me just get into the DCBS information here so you guys can check that out. You do still have one more day to order for November, so that's good because every single $2.99 item from DC and Marvel is 45% off this month. So anything that's $2.99 you're getting for 45% off, which is really cool. For instance, one of our picks this month, Shazam #1, is 45% off of the regular price of $2.99. Script by Eric Wallace, art by Cliff Richards, cover by Cliff Chang. It's $1.64 only this month. And this is a part of DC's special cover month where everything is just white with the main characters up front and their logo. Nice simple covers, so that's pretty cool. On Marvel's side, Daredevil Reborn #1 is 50% off for $1.99, regular price of $3.99. Written by Andy Diggle, art by David Jean-Felice, cover by Jock. So this is the return of the Daredevil that we know and love, from the looks of it. After Black Panther is the Man Without Fear for a few months, we're getting Mr. Matt Murdock back, but how is it going to be? We will find out here. And Infinite Vacation #1 is 75% off, written by Nick Spencer, with art by Christian Ward. Nick Spencer is, of course, of Morning Glories and of the Jimmy Olsen backup that's currently running in Action Comics. And this is 75% off of $3.50, so it's 87 cents for this first issue. And each issue will be signed by Nick Spencer, which is really cool. So check it out. I'm looking forward to this. It looks like it's going to be a pretty fun comic, and the cover is pretty trippy. So you should be able to enjoy it if you like Nick Spencer's Morning Glories and all that other stuff. So check it out at DCB Service and make sure to use the promo code CT8 to get an additional 8% off on your first order with Discount Comic Book Service, dcbservice.com. So without further ado, here is the New York Comic Con wrap-up. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hey there, folks. My name's Ian Levinstein, and welcome to episode 115 of Comic Timing. Got a little bit of a rotating panel here inside the episode itself for once, as opposed to just a different panel than last episode. No Brent Cassina yet again, because we're talking New York Comic Con on this episode, and it wouldn't make sense for Brent to be on, because then yet again he'll wind up pissing off Jamal Igle, and we don't really want to get there. So joining us first would be my partner at the table this year at New York Comic Con for the 2 days I was there, and his first appearance ever on Comic Timing without randomly inserting himself, Mr. Rick Gordon. Wow.
Hello.
How long, man? How long have I been trying to get you on the show?
Probably at least 3 or 4 years. At least.
Well, welcome, man.
It's good to be here, and just for the sake of politeness, I'm just very happy to be here.
Well, I'm
not wearing any trousers.
That's to be expected. We're on Skype.
Okay.
That's the way things roll here, and we also roll because how else would we roll without Mr. Jamal Igle, who'll be joining us later, but as well as Mr. Julian Lytle.
What's good, people?
Not much, man.
You are. You're good.
Ooh, somebody's going all Vince B on me.
Yeah.
Is that you, Rick? Talk a minute.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You're Vincent out right now.
All right. So where were we before Rick got all Vince beat out? Oh yeah, talking about New York Comic Con. And by the way, Vince beat out is actually trademark 11 O'Clock Comics, so all rights reserved. So just getting that out there right now. So yeah, the two of you were there all 3 days. You got to experience Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was only there the first 2 days. I had to go to a wedding. Yada yada yada. I'll get into that later. We'll start off with Rick because he's the one who's only going to be around for about a half hour or so. Actually, technically, you were there 2 days. Now that I think about it, you were there the Saturday and Sunday because you wanted to be there Friday, but traffic wouldn't let that happen.
Very badly to be there Friday, but the gods were against me.
Yeah, well, it was traffic plus not being able to get the kids out of school, right?
And having 2 GPSs in the car.
Oh boy.
The Tom and the blonde one that I married last year, and apparently they didn't see eye to eye on how to get from point A to point B.
Well, that's never good.
Yeah.
Hey, I go with the blonde one. The blonde one fed me all weekend.
That's true. Yeah, she has this thing about picking up strays, and she just saw Julian sitting there with those sad puppy eyes, rubbing his tummy.
Well, I just liked when I did that, that face plant. Immediately she went into mother mode. Are you okay? Oh my god!
She's good like that.
Yeah, I know. It's great. It's almost like one step away from having a Jewish mother.
Yeah. I was a little annoyed because I thought she was making me sandwiches.
No, she does that every day.
So, like you said, I did get there late on Friday, so I really didn't get to see anything Friday. I just saw you.
Yeah.
And got a general feel for the venue. Mm-hmm. Saturday ran into a little issue. The family got there before I did because I was waiting in line to park my car. So again, rushing in, little glad handing, saying hellos, and immediately started in with interviews and spent the better part of Saturday just doing interview after interview after interview, which was nice. It was the first time that I had done cold interviews. I have always, have some prep work and some research into whoever I'm talking to, but this was the first time that I've had, people literally just brought up to the table, sat down, and then boom, you're on.
Right.
So that was a good experience. I think each of those interviews turned out very well. The interviewees were very happy with the results. I was happy with the results. So that was the plus.
Well, we did get some a very nice thank you comment from Susan Soares of SJS Comic Promotions on the Comic Timing Facebook fan page, like literally like 8 hours ago. So that's good. Where she thanked us for that, and that was where a lot of our cold interviews came from over the weekend. Was just her basically rapid firing, coming over and bringing us people to talk to.
Yeah, she was wrangling those creators like it was nobody's business, and it kept us busy. But then Sunday rolled around. I really didn't have that much to do, so I did wander around a bit. Problem was, I didn't realize the actual size of this event. I was in our hall a lot. I was up and down Artist Alley, and I went over to the other side. But I guess there was like a third section that I didn't even see where the convention was the first year, like that downstairs part.
Yeah, that was the anime artist alley / the anime panels, and then on the complete opposite side, literally the complete opposite side of downstairs, were the comic book panel rooms. Which did make the anime guys feel a little bit isolated, and we'll get more in depth on that as the episode goes on. But they did feel like they were sort of like the outcasts of the con, and I can understand why they might feel that way, but I don't know if I entirely agree with that.
The overall feel felt a little disjointed because it was marketed as two cons under the same roof,
right?
But there wasn't any cohesive blending of the two genres. It was just like you had a small little anime ghetto here in this corner. Then you had a comic ghetto over here. So it wasn't. It would have been one thing if like one hall was devoted to anime and manga, and the other hall was devoted to comics, and
Right.
you could go back and forth in between, but it was just you really had to know the lay of the land to get around while there.
Well, sure, yeah, and actually, there might have been something like that, and there might even be something like that next year because I don't know if you had a chance to read Lance Festerman's blog post that he actually posted about the full weekend, where he's very humble and mentions things that need to be changed, need to be improved because they're constantly looking to improve things. One of the things that they mentioned was that they offered anime dealers a separate hall. They offered them to be separate but equal from the Comic-Con, and they all said, no, we want to be with the comic guys. So you're an anime fan. How do you feel about that? Well, because I'm both, really, I'm perfectly fine with it. Because unlike with New York Anime Fest, where it was loud and it was constantly, you were constantly competing with the stage in the background, and you were constantly competing with the artist alley and the dealer's room, all you had in the panel area for the anime guys were the artist alley. And that was great for the one panel that I managed to actually attend, and it was one that I was also a part of, Anime Parliament, where it was nice and quiet. The room was almost entirely filled. Everyone could hear everybody, and it was a good time to be had. And it looked like everybody was having a good time. I guess I don't really see where the quote-unquote backlash is coming from, because I didn't see any of that while I was actually on the force. Either they were being really quiet and waiting until afterwards, or this is the typical case of the internet nerds overpowering the jolly geeks.
Oh, that never happens. Come on.
Right, which is possible. I mean, well, Julian, I mean, you were stationed at your table for most of the weekend. You didn't really get a chance to look around or anything, but how much looking around did you actually get to do? What was your scope of the crowd? I mean, did you see a nice blending between anime and comics when you were seeing people walking around?
I think I saw like maybe 15 minutes of the show floor on Sunday afternoon. And it annoyed me. It sucked all my energy away. It was so packed over there.
Yeah.
And I saw like maybe a couple rows. I think I saw maybe 5 or 6 rows of Arts Alley. I didn't even see the downstairs part at all.
Okay.
I heard about it later. I gotta thank the anime fans for their cosplayers.
Yeah, see, this is good, man. This is good that we're starting off with that. We're going to be the complete opposite of 11 O'Clock Comics and their review, because we're going to be saying good things about cosplayers and not the not the why the hell are they here comments.
Oddly enough, I didn't see any, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So.
Let me just say, I want to thank the cosplayers that are between the ages of hopefully 17 years of age and around 35. That are particularly female, because they
word of advice: if it says free hugs, don't do it.
Oh God,
don't do it unless you're a teenager.
Exactly.
You don't do it at all.
When my son does it, it's adorable. When I do it, it's just creepy.
You know, those signs are banned at a lot of anime conventions.
I would guess so.
They consider it solicitation.
It kind of is, and you got to, as an adult, you should stay away. But Rick's sons, he should have been jumping all over it, like tag team off the rope. Let me go, hugging. He should have had theme music with his hug. That's what I would have done.
Well, did you notice a nice mix of people? I mean, coming up to you in the artist alley. I mean, or was it just the same old comic guys?
No. We got a good mix. See, I also had the bonus of sitting next to a classic Playboy illustrator.
Nice.
So I don't have the same type of group that probably everybody had. It was a fairly pretty group, fairly pretty. And I had people from the shows that knew my voice, and they're like, "Oh, Julian, hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
I dab them up, but I'm not a hater of the cosplayers. I'm not a hater of the anime. I had people telling me how much they love One Piece because I told them about One Piece, because everybody should be reading One Piece because it's the truth. But nah, man. I hope it stays this way. I want them to get to 120. I want them to match a San Diego person for person. Maybe they need to add on an extra day.
But
exactly.
Yeah. I'm totally for adding the extra day. But one thing that people brought up throughout the weekend, and I do actually agree with them on this, is and Rick, let me get your take on it, is that the Javits is only so big. And even with this small little expansion to the Javits that they're doing, which is what I think Javits Center North, which was not being utilized at all during this particular convention, even with that, you can't really add that many more people to the Javits, because at the capacity that it was at over the weekend, where they had 90,000 people crammed into the Jacob Javits Center, you get to the point where you can't move around. You get to the point where that's where the fire marshals get called in, and you're back to the first year of New York Comic Con all over again.
Well, did you ever? There was never a point in the entire weekend where I felt that crushed. There was a certain point, I think, on Sunday, probably just after it opened, when I was over in the far hall looking at toys and comics, where it got. Oh, actually, I was down in the cult hall, I guess they called it.
Yeah,
it got a little dicey down there, but nothing crazy, nothing I haven't seen before. But other than that, there was plenty of room. Artist Alley was a breeze this year. It was unbelievably easy,
right,
as compared to previous years that I've been there. And Artist Alley was always where the congestion was, always. Because you've always had the one idiot standing there with the stack of 50 books, waiting to get signed.
Well, especially for our hall, because again, I don't know if we've said it enough yet that there were two halls this year. I mean, usually there's always been one or the other. They've had it held in both halls before, but never at the same time. 1 year would go to one, the other one would go to the other. This one actually literally had the two halls. One is an artist alley / podcast arena / small press and the stage area, while the other hall was devoted entirely to the exhibitors, San Diego Comic-Con style.
Right.
And our hall was crowded, but never severely crowded, like what you're saying, and I'll agree with that. The exhibitor hall got choked pretty badly when I was walking down it on Saturday. And that was near the end of the show too. That was around 5:00, and it was to the point where you could barely get through aisles. You had to fight to actually get to where you were going. And even after you got where you were going, you had to put up like a stop sign to let people know you weren't going to be walking anymore. But that's something that's going to wind up happening when you got 90,000 people fighting for room.
Is that the number that they're sticking with?
That's the number they're sticking with. Yeah. Yeah. The some of the people say it was 20,000 for Anime Fest, 70,000 for New York. I don't believe that figure for an instant, because I don't think there are 20,000 anime fans in New York.
Oh, come on,
dude, I'm serious when I say that. There's usually a good attendance, unless you're Otakon, which is like the biggest anime convention on the East Coast. A good attendance for an anime con is like 6,000. So this 20,000, I'm not going to believe it until I see it. But
maybe there's closet otaku hanging out there in the guise of comic geeks.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's crossover people. There's people like me who've grown up reading both.
Right.
So I think there was a heavy video game fan base. I'm telling you, Capcom came correct. I didn't even get to play the game, but I saw it. The most powerful game in the world, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's real. I don't even read Marvel comics no more, but they got the daggone new costume for Spider-Man in the game. Ain't even been in the book yet.
Yep.
He ain't been in the book yet.
My favorite part about the game, though, is that I a friend of mine who's an actual gamer, and he went and checked it out, and there are already 2 infinites in the game. Like the game is already broken. The game is already broken.
I wouldn't consider that being broken, but it wouldn't be a Marvel versus game without at least 50% infinites. It's not right. You need some infinites in there. It's not a versus game. For an old head like me, I'm going to throw Seth Killian. He got to tell him, you got to have some infinites. First of all, they got Magneto in it. Half the battle was won. They got my man Pringles, curly mustache, Haagen-Dazs. It's on. All his moves are the same. This shit is beautiful.
I can see where you're coming from there, Julian. I can see
curly
where you're coming
mustache. When he pops you up, it's over. Old ass Ian McKellen pops you up, it's over. Curly mustache.
Hey, speaking of curly mustaches, Daryl's on the call.
Hello there, gentlemen.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Raise yourself ever so slightly, Daryl. We can barely hear you in the background.
You hear me now?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That works.
Okay.
Well, we're talking basics right now, Daryl. We're talking the show floor and the gamer and anime presence and stuff like that. You got to walk the hall a lot more than probably any three of us combined because you weren't stuck at a table for most of the time. And saying stuck at a table is not even the right word because I was happy to be where I was. It's just, actually having a table to man means that you're not going to be able to walk around the hall that much. But you were able to roam free. What did you feel the percentage was? Comics to anime to video games on the floor.
I would say there were more Comic-Con people, more comics, but there were quite a few anime, especially Sunday. It looked like there was more anime on Sunday than there were the other 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. There seemed like a lot more anime people there. A lot of kids, too.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more kids than I thought would show up.
Well, because Sunday was still Kids Day. I mean, even though I know that you needed to get a separate admission for your kid, and they had closed off tickets for Sunday because they were oversold or whatever. But at that time, I guess a lot of people had already gotten their tickets for their kids and were able to let that go.
It was the demographic of the kids that really caught my attention because it seemed like the kids that were being dragged in there, and I use that term deliberately, were very, very young compared to previous years. In previous years, the kids were always seemed to be 10, 11, 12 and up. This year, there were a lot of strollers, a lot of toddlers.
Really?
Which is, a good thing, I guess. But were they truly fans and devotees, or were they just, yuppie parents bored on a Sunday?
Yuppie parents bored on a Sunday. All right.
Yes.
You live in New York City. You know that there are a combination of two things when it comes to when you go to an event and you see people with the stroller. It's one or two things. They're geeks that aren't willing to admit that they have a small child and that they can't do all the events that they used to be able to do before they had a kid. Or it's there's a Comic-Con going on. Let's get out from Williamsburg and just go hang out for a little bit and see how it goes,
Well, yeah, you could tell by the plumage, the costuming.
I didn't see that I didn't see that many hipsters, man. I didn't see that many hipsters.
I saw a lot of regulars.
There were a lot because there were not that many superhero T-shirts being sported by anybody pushing a stroller.
There's probably some people from the slope, though. You know what I'm saying? The slope was out. I don't know about Williamsburg because they might get beat up over there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because you got quite a few that don't wear the clothes, but they read the comic. They know what came out last week. They know who they want to see because they were asking for people. They were asking for specific artists. Where the table, because it was a lot.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. If you're a geek, you gotta fly the freak flag. You gotta do it.
And by the way, Chris just opened a door real quick, popped her head in, and say, "Did you just turn hipsters into Valley girls?" And I'm like, "Yes, I did."
Yes,
they kind of are. They kind of are.
Yes. we
deviant subculture. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
we've had this conversation before with friends about feeling like I'm in the comics and stuff, but I don't want to, wear all the T-shirts and stuff everywhere I go, or I don't. They're into the culture, but they don't fully show it when they're in public because they might, feel uncomfortable.
Right, but they're not
into the culture. They're not in the culture. Then,
well,
they're posers.
Well, they wouldn't say they're posers, but let's be real. I'm not going to wear a Styling Online T-shirt. Because I don't like this. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You saw me, I had a no bitch ass T-shirt on.
Right.
That does not make me a poser. That just means that I have certain things that I wish to wear. I only wear New Era comic book hats.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wear anything made by anybody else. It's like I don't respect your quality.
Well,
Julian, you don't count. You're an insider. You're in. You're already in. All right.
That's a lot of that's a lot of hustling though. That's a lot of Rick Ross right there.
all right. So Friday.
I'm talking about the people walking through the door. I mean,
Well,
we used to be
Rick.
the
All right. When it comes to that, I mean, on Friday I wore one of my nice shirts because I knew I was going to be doing panels, and I wanted to look good for that. But on Saturday, I rolled in with my I Eat Planet shirt and had at least 12 people stop me and say, "Dude, that's awesome. Where'd you get it?"
nice.
Right. You know what? Because my thing is, whatever you do to support the medium, that doesn't make you put. Like, my friend wore a blazer and a T-shirt, and a blazer and a nice button-down shirt, but he also had Darwin Cook's new book that he bought, that he got signed, so you can't go by, just because you don't wear the. I love Star Trek, but I'm not wearing the Vulcan ears and the outfit.
No, I'm not
But
saying
I
that.
love
But
it.
don't. There's a difference between not dressing up and deliberately not dressing up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I get you. Yeah, being
like
afraid to
hiding it.
open up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't wear Superman shit to work every day, but there's a little sticker on my car so that people know. It's the little things.
The only decorations I have on my really small half cubicle that I have is the free Marvel calendar I got on Marvel Day back in December when no other comics came out and they gave that free thing, and the promo poster in the middle with Siege and Captain America and all that. Those are the two things on my wall.
That's what I'm saying. Subtlety. Even if you're just rocking a pair of underoos, that's all it takes.
On your head.
How'd you know?
I'm just guessing.
It all comes out.
Well, all right. Well, and
I
Daryl,
wonder what that.
yeah, thanks, Rick.
Because they feel good. I don't know.
Of course, and lasso of truth, after all. So Daryl, before you came on, we talked a little bit about cosplay, and this does sort of tie in a little bit to the letting your geek flag fly thing. How do you feel about the cosplay, whether it be anime, whether it be comic books, and I mean choking the aisles and everything? Because I was listening to 11 o'clock earlier, and they were talking about how they'd love it if there were no cosplayers at all, because all they do is block the aisle. But I don't agree with that, because it's not the cosplayers' fault that people stop them in the aisle and don't bother to actually ask them over to the side. They stop them where they are.
We start to become the get off my lawn people, but we don't have a medium where we can afford to say, you people can't come in and you people can. Whatever gets somebody to come in and wear the outfit, and they come in and they have a good time, and they look at tables and they buy stuff and they get sketches. I don't care if you wear a lamb outfit or a sword, you have a sword or whatever. Like, I'm not into manga or anime, but they came in, they paid, they supported artists and writers, and there were some anime people that I suggested some, regular comic book, mainstream, whatever comic book stuff, and they checked it out. So I can't, I'm not doing the, you exclusive or whatever. I whatever gets them excited about comics or manga, it all helps the industry.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, and I'm a firm believer. And I mean, and like earlier this evening, this came up when I was just having a conversation, and I actually agree with this a lot. That to me, there really is no distinction between being an anime and a manga fan and being a comic and an animation fan.
You know, the thing I kept hearing on Saturday was, wow, those anime people are really weird. And then I looked at the room, and at first I wanted to say, yeah, they are and then I looked down, and I'm wearing a Batman T-shirt. And then my friend is wearing, a button that got Superman flying across the room, and I'm like, you can't. We have no leg to stand on.
Right.
None of us.
Right.
Nobody can say nothing. If you talk about how you want to see a hot slave layer, you have no argument. I don't want to hear you talking. It's like It's like you losing a rap battle. I'm going to throw something at you. Where's Mr. Sandman from the Apollo ad with his hook?
Because that's like all of us. That's like all of us being in a drug house, and I'm sitting there shooting heroin, saying to the crackhead, you need to get off that stuff. You're doing some nasty stuff. I don't like you. You need to put that pipe down.
I've never heard that put more eloquent than just now, man. What nice. Well, and Rick, you can attest. Most of half the people that came up to my quarter bin over the weekend looked like they were anime people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's saying something. That, I mean, yeah, the first thing they see when they come in is 25-cent comics. That's great, but that they were even drawn to it. I did have a bunch of people that came up to me saying, "What's good?" Because they might not have even necessarily been into comics, but they're at a Comic-Con. Why not indulge a little? Why not buy five for $1 and see if you like some of this stuff and cross over?
Let me just throw one more thing out before I have to jet.
Sure.
I am going to come out on the air right now and say that I am a closet anime person. Now, my roots in anime go back to like Eighth Man and Marine Boy and Kimba the White Lion. I'm talking old school. Mm-hmm. And I pretty much stuck with it up until, Akira. And after that, it exploded and I just lost interest. I hide that deep inside myself. But there's like this weird conflict between that and the comic book side of me. And I think that dynamic was very visible because I talked to comic people and they looked at the anime people like they were star-bellied sneetches,
Yeah.
And I talked to anime people and they looked at the comic book people the same way. So it was weird. Mm-hmm. There should have been a blending of the two cultures, but we're just not there yet.
Well, but meanwhile, for the past 4 years, I've been running American Animation, Adult Swim, and anime manga influence panels at different anime conventions. Mm-hmm. And the Adult Swim one is always packed to the gills. That's all American. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because there's 3 people that ask me, when's Bleach coming back? And then I remind them I don't work for Adult Swim and they shut up. Then with the American Animation one, I've got plenty of people, all ages, to come in there. Some are looking for more Thundercats, some are looking for more Powerpuff Girls, which is great to see. And the anime manga one is a nice variety of people that some might be into comic books in the first place. Others are, just like I said, trying to get into it. So we're getting close. Mm-hmm. We're definitely getting there. We just need to be embracing. We can't classify them as something different because guess what? We're pretty damn similar whether you like it or not.
Yeah. I have a dream.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the indie, with the indie. I'm in the indie books and I'm in the superhero books. You are not going to get somebody to cross the line. The books that I have tried that I at first looked at it and said, I don't think I'm going to try it. I tried it because the pitch they gave me was, this is you like mysteries or you like sci-fi. This has this in it. I think you'd like it. They didn't come at me with, I'm above Batman. I don't read Batman no more, but I want you to read this book about a detective trying to find a girl. That's real stuff, but not that Batman thing. I can't stand Batman. That's going to make me automatically just say, I'm not trying to hear you. But if you give it to me like, this is a noir book, it has all the detective stuff in it, mm-hmm. It has action, adventure, I'll try it.
Cowboy Bebop is as much Batman as it is Lupin,
Agreed. And with that, I've got to grow.
All right. Pimp yourself before you leave.
The Pop Cult Online, airing whenever. Episodes coming soon.
Plenty from the floor of New York Comic Con, including Mr. Andy Anaka.
Definitely, and thanks for having me. Hey, maybe I'll see you guys again next Tuesday. Who knows? Or Thursday, whatever.
Who knows, man? Who knows? But and even if it ain't next Thursday, I'd love to be on Pop Cult again one of these days, man.
Get that done.
All right. Take it easy, Rick.
Touch. Bye, guys.
All right.
Take care.
Okay, Rick's out in another 10 minutes or so. We've got Igel. So, go ahead.
I just didn't know there was all this hate because I'm sitting over there in my nice little Artist Alley table, mm-hmm. and I'm meeting the kids. I'm seeing my friends or whatever. I'm seeing the anime people. I'm seeing the lovely ladies coming over to get drawn by the Playboy artists.
Mm-hmm.
And I see the pretty ladies walking around dressed as characters from an anime or a video game. I don't even understand how you gonna hate on somebody because they dress like freaking somebody from Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, come on.
That's not even anime. You need people. Comic fans need to check the game. They that old. They missed the PlayStation era. That's
Right.
15 years ago.
Come on, man.
And that's what I think the issue. Because I'm sitting there going, are y'all serious? Like, this is what people look at us like that when we talk about the latest, whatever the X-Men run or even Watchmen. People look at us like that. So it's like, how can you get on a high horse and say, look at them, when you go outside the con and everybody's looking at us like, ooh, look at all of them. They're not saying it's just certain people. There was some that had that look when we were all walking, as we were leaving the con. There were people that they didn't, and I bet you in their mind, they didn't have a thing where they said, oh, I don't like those anime people.
Yeah.
Those comic book people are okay. No, they said all of us are strange.
Right. Dude, you put a guy with a samurai sword, a fake samurai sword, and a guy wearing an Iron Man outfit on the Q train together. They're both going to be looked at like, what the hell is wrong with them?
Exactly.
And that's exactly what I saw on the way back home multiple times over the weekend was, were multiple people on the train in outfits, and that's that. And might I remind you, and might I remind everybody that the first 2 years of this con, the first 2 years of New York Comic Con, a little less so on the second, but definitely on the first, there was a separate anime area.
Yeah, I remember that.
People seem to forget that.
Not me. I remember the growth. The growth is crazy. There was always a good, sizable anime presence in New York Comic Con.
Totally.
And let's be real, there's a heavy anime presence in San Diego Comic Con. People go there and dress up as any goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be a 300 dude. He's pulling chicks all day because he just got the abs out. But you know what I'm saying? You come over here and there's like, oh, there's anime fans. Like, you damn right there's anime fans. You can't grow that big without having anime fans, video game fans, and any other people who just want to dress up in outfits. I met girls. I was like, who are you? They was like, no, this is just what I wanted to wear. I'm like, oh, that's just your outfit. Okay. I like how you just have goggles on for no reason, just in case you might get attacked by like Zeppelins or something. Let's go.
And that, and the anime thing, and I have to say, the anime crowd seemed to be more open towards the other type of comics than the comic crowd towards the anime. I saw quite a few examples of anime people just going and picking up, they would be called, I don't even like to even say that, but whatever it is, mainstream, whatever, American comics, they pick those up and are trying those. Then I see us who are just mainly into comic books trying anime stuff.
Right.
Because they had that little section where you could stay in the anime section and not come out at all. But a lot of them were roaming all over the place.
Yeah. No.
And a lot of us were like, I'm not going to the anime section. I didn't want to check it. It was just so big. But it was like I'm not going, I'm still, people were putting up their nose like, oh, I'm not going down there to the anime section.
And for a guy like me, it was peanut butter and chocolate because I got to do two of my favorite things at once, and that was good with me.
Right.
We're joined now by Mr. Jamal Igle, who has given up Supergirl to open up a what is it, an auto supply shop now? Is that what you're doing? Jamal, you there? Some bitch.
He popped up, but I see no sound coming from the bars on my Macintosh.
I noticed. All right, we occasionally hear noise. Hey, all right.
Okay, there we go. I'm an idiot. That's why.
No, you're not.
Now. DC exclusive artist Jamal Igle is not an idiot.
Oh, wait, I got to make my official entrance. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
God damn it.
You trying to bring up Ric Flair music or something?
Oh, that would have close. It's close. That would have worked. There we
That's
go.
my thing, man. People can't take my Ric. I'm supposed to have to be the black Ric Flair. You can't take the black Ric Flair away from me. That's my thing.
Can you guys hear that?
No, we can't.
No.
What is
never
it?
mind.
What is it?
I was trying to play the human target theme.
Ah, damn.
Oh.
See, that would have been hot.
We heard it.
That would have been hotness. Yeah.
That would have been hot if it worked. It would have been hot.
Tell you what, I'll play it. I'll play it over anyway. I'll add it in.
All right.
So how you doing, Mr. Eigel? And by the way, yet again proving that I only seem to have you on the show when I don't manage to actually see you at a convention that we are both at.
It's amazing, and we live in the same town, which makes it even worse.
Yes. There's something severely wrong with both of us.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So how crazy was your weekend?
Well, let's see. I left my table maybe 6 times the entire convention. I think it was an entire weekend of me bumping into people after the show going, I didn't know you were going to be here. Oh, my God. It's Sunday. You mean you've been here for 4 days?
Lovely.
That's basically my convention experience, which was absolutely great, but insane. Just unprepared. Honestly, like dreading it going into it, and then completely unprepared for the near San Diego like crowd.
Yeah. Well, it went up 20,000 people from the last time.
Yeah, and I think it caught them by surprise. I think they were expecting, what did they say, 97?
Yeah.
Or something like, yeah. Because I know it was 77 when they did it last year. And then they had pre-sold like 87. So yeah. So it was a little ape shit. Ape shit would be the best way to describe it.
And ape shit is the technical term, so I'll allow it.
Yes, it is. It's a scientific term as well.
Well, I mean, I was only there Friday, Saturday. And even though I was only there Friday, Saturday, from the sounds of things, Sunday was as crazy as Friday, Saturday, when usually Sunday is the quiet day.
Sunday was like a Friday. It really was. It was that crowded.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, it was hype. They was getting it in for that last because he closed at 5. They was getting as much as possible.
Yeah, it was piling in. I saw Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
So I got a picture of a great pink one. I was mad when I found out somebody had a red one with the working helmet. I didn't get a picture.
Ah, man.
They had the working helmets and the morphers on the belt with the little coin. They had the coin.
Oh, dude.
It was crazy.
Yeah, friends of mine used to dress up to anime conventions as the Green Ranger and the White Rangers. Maybe for all I know, I might have actually known one of them.
Okay.
Son. I want to see somebody going as Power Rangers for space because they had the illest helmets.
Oh, that was my favorite Power Rangers. Was the ones from space. Those are the best ones.
They had the ill suits. Yeah, you do. Look,
And Power Rangers will not die.
It shouldn't. I've seen every freaking season except for the last Disney season. I've seen every single episode.
They did it in Japan for 35 years. I think we can.
Yeah.
They still doing it. I'm mad. I got this one's over there. I want to see the one with the playing card joints. I got to see that one day.
I didn't see the magic ones. They had ones when
that joint was tough. The magic one was great.
So anyway, back to that show we went to.
Yeah.
As usual, like original topic entirely out the window. And
Non sequitur.
Well,
I saw Power Ranger. That's why.
One of the things that we talked about before you came on, Jamal, that maybe you'll be able to give us a little bit of an insight on.
Okay.
I mean, even though you were just behind your table for most of the time, what was the ratio anime to comic fans that you saw walking around?
That I saw walking around?
Yeah.
I would say it was probably about 70-30.
Okay.
I think there was a pretty big contingent of like anime people. Like, let me put you this way. When I go to a convention, and if I'm sitting at a convention and I don't recognize half the characters, then I know that there are. The same thing happened at MegaCon. I was at MegaCon this year for the first time, and the last time I went to MegaCon, it was more of a comic show. I went to MegaCon this time, and it was mostly an anime show. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking around at all the cosplays kids, like doing all these elaborate costumes, and going, who the hell are they supposed to be? It's like, schoolgirls with pink hair and giant flaming swords. Okay, well, I guess it's anime.
Well, just so you know, anybody that's dressed in like a flag of a nation is all from the show called Hitalia, which is like the newest sensation.
I had heard about that, actually. There was this kid who was telling me, this kid at my LCS who was telling me about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to back away slowly until he explained it was a television show. It was a cartoon. It was just like, oh, okay, well, Sweden is a big blonde guy, and yeah, I get it. All right.
And of course, Italy only ever wants to eat pasta.
Of course, because no, the Japanese aren't racist. Of course not.
No, of course not. That's why all of the black people in their America district are all straight from Africa.
Hey, listen, I've seen Cowboy Bebop. All right. There wasn't a straight up thug in that entire. They were all stepping and fetching.
Well, hey, I mean, I pointed out before this episode started. It's like, wow, for once I'm the minority on this call.
Yes, you are.
Why did Fred have to go to a clan meeting tonight?
Oh, wow. We love you, Casino. No, he was just afraid to be on with you again. $30. No. Well, that and he always feels left out when we do these episodes and he's on them because he wasn't actually there.
Right.
So this time he's probably just finished watching dinner is gonna sit down and watch like 30 Rock or something right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, he needs to show up. When the hell is he gonna show up for New York Comic Con?
He hopefully next year. Well, he couldn't this year because he's married.
You see what marriage does to you? Messes up.
Damn, he's getting married.
Yeah.
And didn't he just graduate or something?
He just graduated about a year and a half ago. Yeah.
He ain't even a quarter yet.
Wait, how old is he?
He's 2 years younger than me, so I think he's 24.
He's not even a quarter.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Mm-hmm.
That's not me.
Well, they've been going out for years, so it's not like
That's not an excuse.
I know.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
not for me. So you got to see the world a little bit.
It's Florida life. Things are different down in Florida.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, he close to Miami. That's
I was in
different.
my 30s when I got married, and I still couldn't take it. Too much. Ooh.
Yeah. Man, if I'm still with Chris, I'll be shocked if by 40 we're still like living in sin.
You'd be look after a few years. You if you're still talking, it's like how many stories can you tell each other? You already know those stories because you were there.
So yo, Jamal, how many people came up to you this weekend and said, "So how are you holding up? Is everything okay?" I mean, were you thrown off of Supergirl? Did they want to go in another direction? I mean,
there was a lot of that, and I carefully and calmly explained to them that it was none of their goddamn business. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
All right, I'll never ask you that again, I promise.
You should have saw when you kicked that kid in the face.
Bam!
That question again. Now here's your sketch.
I'll be straight up balling.
What is this balling you speak of? I don't...
Okay. No, everybody was. There was a lot of people who came up and were very complimentary, and were very much like, "Oh, I'm sorry to see you go." And I explained to them my reasons for wanting to leave the book, and and everybody was very cool about it. And but it did prompt me to sort of because there were that many people asking me, it did prompt me to kind of put up a preemptive strike on my blog,
right?
And sort of explain the whole thing. Broke my own rule for once, and went and looked on the DC message board.
Oh,
and well, no. Here's the thing. It's the last time that I'd actually actively gone on the message board and looked. It was probably about maybe 6 or 8 months ago.
Okay.
So there was still a lot of why are you having her in the shorts, man?
I don't forgive you for that.
But I went on, after, because I will tell you the truth, is we were waiting. Sterling and I were actually waiting for word from DC as to when they were going to make the announcement that we were leaving. We did not know that they were making the announcement that we were leaving.
Surprise!
Yeah, exactly. So Sterling actually gave me the heads up.
Okay.
That they had made the announcement made the announcement at the DC Nation panel. So I went on the message board expecting to see, lots of, good riddance. And almost everybody was just super cool about it. Everybody was just like, wow, I can't believe these guys are leaving. They put in a great 2-year run. That was the first 2 days. And then, after all the good cheer wore off, the usual, jackholes showed up. And
that one guy.
Guy. So always that one guy who's like, well, hopefully now they'll get rid of the shorts and they'll make her sexy again and not like,
She just shouldn't be sexy.
Yeah. She's 17.
Because you made people have to actually go to pedophile sites as opposed to read your book.
You know what? Those are the cats that's going up to the free hug people up in the car. That's if you want Supergirl to be sexy, you going up to the free hug people. You know what I'm saying?
If you really want hate, I know, give Wonder Woman some pants.
Yeah, let her wear a guest jacket, and oh my God, it's the worst thing.
Then they want to kill your family.
Well, these are the same guys that I'm sure were thrilled that you're not going on Birds of Prey after all, because they didn't want you to give Black Canary pants again.
Yeah, I had to explain that whole mess too.
Yeah, Rich Johnston.
Bleeding ain't cool.
No, he put that out. He put that out there, and before anything was even officially finalized. Right. And then we looked at the schedule, and they really wanted me to finish up Supergirl 59 with Sterling, and I was just like, you know what, I can't do this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have I'm gonna stick with the girl who brung me for a while. So with Aryan Saif, and he's the new Birds of Prey artist.
Yeah. And he's mighty spiffy.
Yes, he is quite spiffy.
He's sparkly and shiny. Yes, he is.
And there's still a Gail Simone involved in that. So really, they could have the guy from XKCD drawing it, and I would still, I would still probably pick the book up.
Man, I don't know how that guy's eating. Sorry, that's a segue. My bad. That's a tangent. I don't know how he's eating. That comic looks terrible.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Not to me. Like, I don't understand it. I'm old or something.
Yeah, get off my roof.
Or maybe I'm in too much. My Venn diagram is too much in like hip hop world or something. I don't get it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I find Kanye West tweets funny though. So hey.
Well, there you go. Well, all right. So we got that out of the way, Jamal. So now we can actually talk about the show. Now that we got that going. And what was interesting about this year is that with the two halls, there was that that split between like small press and everybody else here, while exhibitors on the other end.
Right.
And because of that, I had a nice shiny, not really that difficult to walk around experience until I actually went into the exhibitor hall, and then felt like my life was about to end. I mean, it was very San Diego in that way.
But that's what I was about to say. I would think that you've been through the experience. I think you'd be used to it.
Well, yeah, it's just I hadn't been to San Diego in a year, so so you almost forget.
Yeah, the main floor was crazy. Like I got stuck. I couldn't even. It took me 30 minutes to get from the main floor to Artist Alley.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
it's so bad.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, even on Saturday, because that was the one time that I actually got to walk around, was like late Saturday, right before I had to leave, where, up until the minutes of closing, there were people coming in, trying to get to whatever they could. And and that was, I mean, from the looks of things, that's exactly how it was like on Saturday. It was certainly like that on Friday. And yet there's not much expansion that can be done at the Javits other than taking over Hall B and being upstairs once the construction's done.
Right. Well, they can add a day, add like a Thursday.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Everybody else for that?
I'm for. I'm with that. I was thinking, I hope that they do add a day, like a preview,
a preview night.
I think I think a preview night would be good. I don't know if I could handle an entire another day.
Yeah.
I don't think no one from that's unlike San Diego, New York doesn't stop working.
Right.
So I don't think they'll get the people to actually go for a whole day with an evening show.
But that's what I
Hit
mean.
around
Like
5 o'clock.
yeah, start
Yo.
at 5, end at like 10.
You'll see
You know,
Mad
the
Wall
last
Streeters
show?
come in with the suits on Wall Street and going geckos up there like, yo, I'm trying to get this print. I'm trying to get this piece of art.
Well, really, what they need to do is just basically move the professional hours from Friday to Thursday.
That could
Yeah.
work too, actually.
Yeah.
That could work too.
Because
There wasn't a lot of previews with movies at the con this year.
No, because it wasn't movie centric like the way San Diego is.
Right.
It's more comics and gaming and anime.
Yeah.
Which is good, which is great. But
Yeah.
you know, usually like at other shows where they separate Artist Alley and small press like that, usually there would be a lag. But there wasn't a lag. There was still a steady flow of people coming through the hall. There was people constantly there. I made the mistake that I usually make, which is I open up my sketch list online before I go to a show.
Uh-oh.
You crazy man.
And right up until like the end of the day on Sunday, I was still trying to finish sketches.
were you drawing Naruto fighting Supergirl?
Oh, my buddy Steve Walker was sitting next to me, and this girl had him do a commission of Deadpool and Dante from Devil May Cry.
What?
Really? I want to see that.
Why did I get those? I didn't get. I would have drew the shit out of that.
Well, I cannot wait to see, and I mean, I say this way too much to my friends. They're tired of me saying it. I cannot wait to see Deadpool take that life bar and whack Dante over the head. You know, because for God's sakes, that's his freaking super in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That's going to be freaking epic, man. His other super is grabbing his two guns and out loud going, bam, 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 bam.
It's gonna be beautiful. And he's gonna have 4 different outfits to do it in. 4 outfits.
Yeah.
Deadpool or Dante?
All of them.
All of them. Yeah.
All of
They're all
them.
getting individual outfits, like 4?
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, so there's
That's
gonna-
the
there's
only
gonna
reason
be-
I like it's 3D is because you get 4 outfits. Curly mustache. Magneto got to have the Trial of Magneto outfit with the big M on it. You understand the curly mustache would never be stopped.
They better have Bishop, though, right? No?
No.
I have a feeling that we might get Brother Voodoo.
They introduced MODOK.
I don't want no damn MODOK. I want Bishop and Brother Voodoo.
I think we might because it's Dormammu, right? Who you got to have a Social Supreme in the game.
That's true. Yeah.
And Doctor Strange has been announced not to be in it as playable. I think we're gonna get a Brother Voodoo, man. Oh my goodness!
Imagine the brother, his dead brother spirit, doing some
That's a
kind
super.
of magic.
Well, because we'll think about it right now. I mean, how many actual like ethnicities do we have in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 that have been announced? It's like all white or demon.
That's true.
Yeah.
And demon.
Felicia used to be browner back in the day.
Really?
Me and my friends we were talking about earlier, they kind of lighten her up in the current models, but she used to be kind of brown, kind of like a light skinned.
Okay.
Like she was mixed.
She did have the booty.
Yeah.
Yes, they also took away Morgan's booty. She used to have more thickness, but they took it down.
Yeah.
She had like hips, like she was Hispanic. Like,
Yeah, they was hey, that was a succubus. You know what I'm saying? That'd take the life about you.
So they took away her J-Lo butt, basically.
Yeah, they took away the donkopotamus.
can't take the donk away.
Well, how many? And yeah, I am actually bringing it back on track. How many? like how many dollar bins were actually in the exhibitor hall? Because from my like 3/4 of the way going through everything, because I didn't actually reach the end of the hall, I saw like maybe 1 or 2, but really not much else. I mean, which is why, again, I think so many people were, and this is not even to toot my own horn or anything, I think that's why so many people were going over to my quarter bin, because it was the cheapest comics they saw.
Yeah, Baltimore seemed to have, like, in Baltimore, I was in heaven. Like, everything
Baltimore was living, yo.
They even had comics that just came out that week in the half off.
Yeah,
bin.
man.
Wow.
I got
That's
a bad
how good.
hardcovers that week. They was like stuff came out 2 weeks ago, 50% off. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with New York some stuff they did have discounts on a bunch of stuff, but they weren't a lot of them. Only with so many retailers out there. It mainly was, the stores, Midtown and, stuff like that. And they're not doing that much in terms of, having sales.
Daryl, think about it. We live in New York. We pay $20 for a 6-block cab ride.
Right. You're right.
Man, I haven't taken a cab in 5 years.
It's convenient, if not expensive.
Yes,
I was a princess. I did the cab all weekend. I was acting like a princess. I had Chris. I said it was good to have a white man with me at night because I got cabs. I was like, go out there and get me a cab. Go out there and get that cab.
Man, we went to Daisy May's barbecue after the con on Friday night.
I wish I had went to that.
Yeah, man. Well. I mean, I want to bet. Like, I didn't even really hang out with that many people over the weekend because of just everything. Like, I just found like my buddies Brian and Mike, who I usually hang out with like on a regular basis, not actual like con people. And we went to Daisy May's. We got literally the last table in the place because there was this huge birthday party going on where they had like a whole pig on the table. and we're literally at the table by the bathroom. But the thing is though, this place is like 7 blocks down from New York Comic Con. I would have thought that there would have been more people just walking down 11th Avenue and finding it, but there we were, the only con people there.
Well, Julian, actually, weren't you supposed to come with us too to Rub on Saturday, Ian?
Yeah, I was considering it, yeah, but since I had to go home and pack, that wasn't really too much of an option.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Julian and I went down to 23rd Street with like a party of like 15.
It was deep. It was deep.
Damn.
Did you get a table?
It took a little while. It was sort of a debate because people were, some people were hungry, some people were getting a little impatient.
Right.
We waited about half an hour, but they did get us a table. At first, it was just going to be for 10, and then 5 more of my jackass friends showed up.
I hate it when that happens. We do this like Japanese dinner every year at Otakon in Baltimore at this delicious Japanese restaurant called what the hell is it? Damn it, now I can't think of the name. But it's like right down a block from the convention center, so it's not. It's Sakura. There we go.
Right.
It's safe, is what you're saying. It's safe.
Yes.
You're not in Bodymore.
Exactly. We're in the good part of Baltimore, not the bad part of Baltimore.
Yeah, the 5-block radius.
Exactly. And we walk down there, and every single time, like clockwork, we'll get a reservation for 10, and then one of our friends will bring 3 people with them.
I hope it's okay.
It's like, no, because we told you to say whether you were coming a week ago, you motherfucker. But whatever, But yeah, no, dude. Next year I'm totally there because next year I won't have to go to a freaking wedding on a Sunday.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yo, it was good, man. We was eating. There was one group that was defeated.
They were doubting me the entire walk. I was like, this better be good. I'm telling you, this place is off the chain.
Please know, Julian did not doubt. Julian followed.
There was so many things going on because I wanted to go do other stuff. I was trying to go to Dave Ryan's War of the Independence party, which I was at.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to miss that, and I had a good time there. And then on the jet to the Bergen.
To the iFanboy party.
iFanboy thing. So, like, that's the worst thing about the con is everybody does stuff on the same freaking night.
Yeah, I know.
So, it's just like you have to make all these decisions of what, am I going to go here? Am I going to go there? And then you miss people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't hit anybody this year. I mean, even when I went through Artist Alley, Freddie wasn't at its table, so I didn't get a chance to see Freddie. I missed Jamal, but whatever. I'll see him next Tuesday. Seriously, it's a small city, man. I'm sure I'll wind up seeing you eventually. I mean, I saw Daryl when he was over at the table because he was nice enough to actually stop by every now and then. Julian.
I told you that I saw Chris as I was.
Yeah, I know. That was great that you actually saw her because half the time I didn't see her. So. No, she took as much of an advantage as possible to walk around and stuff. But again, it felt like my timing was just that perfect. Where the few times I wound up in Artist Alley were the few times that you weren't in Artist Alley. But I know you avoid me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Of course. And I mean, I got to see Julian for a little bit on Saturday, and got my commission from J.K. Woodward on Friday, and this thing is gorgeous. I mean, $30 for a full sketch, 8x15 of Invincible flying through space, watercolor.
Nice.
Did you hear about them doing the falling angel?
Yes, I did.
I cannot wait for that.
That's going to be great stuff, man. I'm glad to see that that there's going to be more of it. I mean, I still have the last series to read. It's still sitting in one of my boxes that I'll get to eventually. But I mean, I like it when I read it. That much I know. And I mean, the art is superb. And seriously, this guy could be charging like $70 for what he charges for, and he charges $30, and it's heaven. I need to get a frickin' thing to put it in, a frickin' frame within the next couple of weeks, just to put it on the wall, because it deserves no less. But yeah, that was the one thing I bought in Artist Alley all weekend, was that, except for the Fabio Moon Gabriel Ba book that they were selling for $3 at their table.
Right.
Which was good because, again, it was $3. Yeehaw. I didn't see Flint and Lockjaw once all weekend. I saw Iz and Rich for like 5 minutes. I didn't see them at all after that. And a bunch of other people I just wound up just not seeing, because this place was so huge that everybody was always like on one side when you were on the other, and there was no meeting up. It's just the way it goes, you know? I mean, Julian, how many people did you miss over the weekend?
Man, that joint grows by day. I can't keep track. It's the thing with New York with me is a con, and it's also like the only time I make it up. And I went to college there, so I got like hundreds of friends. They be like, "Oh, we didn't meet up. Oh, we couldn't find you on Artist Alley." I was like, "Well, hey, man, I tweeted. That's all I can really do. I ain't get no data. I ain't had no data in the place. All I could do was text message. I'm like, yo, man, I don't know what else could I do." It was busy in there. Then it was busy afterwards.
Man, I was sitting 2 tables down from Adam and Comfort, and yet had they not been staying at my house Wednesday into Thursday, I would have saw them for 5 minutes at the con, because that's just how busy things were.
I'm telling you, it's like San Diego. But this time I had a table there. It's awesome.
I wouldn't quite say it's San Diego though, because San Diego. It's
San Diego like 4 years ago, like before it got real crazy.
That's more like it.
It was crazy. It wasn't real crazy.
Yeah. It's San Diego my first year that I was there, when it was still a comic book convention.
Yeah. Well, I still think it's going to get a little bit big. It's going to be different. I think the East Coast is going to be a little bit different. It's going to get just as big, but with different stuff. As long as Capcom keeps showing out, next year we might get that Tekken Street Fighter joint up there too. I'm gonna make a chance.
Don't even tease
move on up.
Note to self: get either an Xbox or a PlayStation 3 soon.
Yo, whatever. I gotta get my weight up. I gotta get a system again. I got my sticker sitting there. Pause. It's sitting over there collecting dust. I'm not fighting. I gotta get my weight up.
But no video games for you, Jamal. No video games for you. You got work to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I ain't signed by the big boys, so I just got my day job.
No.
And so I can get out once a week. It'd be all great.
Plus, I don't need any more distractions than I have. Yeah.
Squirrel.
Where?
Well, like, okay, so just to summarize my con experience for the full weekend, and then I'll go to Daryl, I'll go to everything else. I mean, again, my con started Wednesday because Adam and Comfort came in on their flight. Chris and our friend David picked them up at JFK, and they came over into Brooklyn. We showed them what real pizza tastes like, and then we hung out for the rest of the night, and then that was that. Yes, Chris Niesman, I said real pizza.
You tell him, Ian. You don't understand how much I missed New York pizza. I had like 3 slices.
Oh, it's heaven. Yo,
dude, it was
Yo,
oh
you got to make your way over to my neighborhood one of these days, man, because we got this place called San Remo on Cortelyou that is just so good, so good. We get there every time. I mean, that's what Adam and Comfort had. They were drooling over it. They loved it.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta take you to an Italian spot that's in the city that me and Gabe found. It's so good that you will smack your parents.
What's it called?
There, I cannot remember the name of it. I will get back to you on that because They don't even have debit or ATM or nothing.
Straight cash only. Cash only.
And it's like old school. The cheese is like real cheese. The chicken is so. When I had chicken parmesan, you can cut it with your fork.
That's like the place near me. We got a place near me called Pepino's.
Uh-huh.
It's actually their second store. They got another one in Bay Ridge. Ah, so good. Brick oven pizza.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Totally.
Wait. You said the words Bay Ridge? Okay, good. I can actually make it there. So I will tweet you for the name of this later because I know I'm going to forget it.
All right.
But so Thursday, I go and set up the table at New York, and of course, when I get there, there's no electricity yet, so we're all like in doubt as to whether we're going to actually have electric for the entire weekend. But luckily, Deemer and the CGS guys came in early for once, because usually they come in on Fridays, and this time around they came in on a Thursday. Went up to Lance and they said, nah, don't worry about it. You're going to have electricity. So we had electricity on Friday. So it kind of would have sucked to bring all of our equipment and not be able to use it. That was,
You could pretend.
Yes, we could pretend record, because I'm sure all the interviews we had would still go out on a pretend recording.
There you go.
Hello, it's good. We'll write everything down, and then I'll voice both sides of the conversation. You know,
And then Trolley will roll by, and then you'll see Mr.
Exactly.
McFeely and Lady Elaine. And
Because you could say that was an interesting interview with Jack Kirby. Those questions you asked him were awesome.
So there I was with Kirby's wife. and Thursday, so Thursday we set everything up and everything. But I'm going into this, all the podcast arena people were told, okay, you've got your 2 passes. That's all you got. So like clockwork, because this happens every single year, they didn't have us on file. So I go to sign up for my, to sign in, and they don't have us. So they go and take a look at their sheets. They're like, okay, fine. Okay, so here are your 5 exhibitor passes and your 3 professional. And I'm like, okay.
Dang, you had that many badges?
5 and 3, man. 5 and 3.
You should have let me know. I could have hooked somebody up, man. You getting all that bounty right there. You gotta spread the wealth.
You could have sold those badges.
Yeah, yo, you could have made a little cash on the side with that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, 4 of those went to Rick Gordon and his family.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So they had that, but
yeah, but he had 3 of them on his neck.
But
He had 3.
You guys do know that they were scalping tickets, right?
yes, I very much do
They
know.
were?
Yeah.
I ain't see outside that much. I didn't know.
Saturday, I had to meet up with Chris because she had a bunch of comics because my quarter bins were running low. Yes, that's how many I sold over the weekend. We had like 4 fill-ups on that damn thing over the weekend.
Eating.
Hustling.
Yeah.
Hustling.
I know. Well, I mean, not that I made that much because it was quarter bins, but at least I got rid of them for money, you know?
You talking about the recession? That is good money. What you talking about, man? People out there ain't got no job.
Well,
Good.
All right, it paid for my Daisy Mays, all right? That's what I'll say.
You can get some Mr. Softy off of that money. I know that.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm hungry. Y'all gonna need to stop talking. I ain't eaten dinner yet. Y'all.
That's why I ate before I started. But yeah, on 35th Street, we're walking up, and there's this shady guy standing by the parking lot going,
Y'all going to the Comic-Con?
Yeah, y'all go to the Comic-Con. Need tickets? $40. And it's like, that this guy probably scanned it in, scanned a couple using his printer and are selling them that way.
Damn, I should have thought of that.
No, Daryl.
Oh, sorry.
But after the Thursday thing, we go and meet up with Adam and Comfort again. They went to Chris gave them basically a comic book tour of Manhattan. So they went to Jim Hanley's, they went to Forbidden Planet, they went to Midtown Comics, got some connections. That's good for them. Actually, they wound up selling all their leftover comics to Midtown Comics. They're going to be
That's
in
good.
the they're going to be in the store.
buy some stuff from them, and I just got so caught up in stuff.
I've been meaning to talk to Comfort for a while now, actually, just to kind of get their take on the whole self-publishing thing.
Yeah, well, they're always open. So that's just either tweet them or email them, and I'm sure that they'll be happy to have a conversation with you.
I need to talk to him just to talk to him. Because it's also been said online that we should talk.
Yes, yes, you should. I agree with that.
Yes.
But anyway, so after we were done with that, they're vegetarians. So we took them to.
No, I can't talk to them.
Daryl. Hold on. Okay, because we went to this place on over by Canal Street in Chinatown called Buddha Bodai is the name of the place, and it's an entirely vegetarian, kosher Chinese restaurant that makes fake meat stuff. Yeah, everything there. So everything on the menu. If you see something that says orange chicken, it's not actually chicken.
What is it?
It's like meat substitute. It's like the corn stuff that they make with the soy and all that. And
it's a lie. That's what it is. It's a lie.
Illogical is what it is.
It's not illogical. It's just a lie. Fake chicken is just illogical.
The cake is a lie.
Not true.
And there is no spoon.
What is it? Soylent Green?
Actually, so shockingly, it was. No, but they hadn't had something that even remotely tasted like orange chicken in like 10 years, and this was the closest they got to it. So like, I had never seen like more of a like glow of happiness on vegetarians' faces.
I've heard about people that are vegetarians, and I just can't see it.
They're a strange lot. They're usually kept in pens.
That's what I had thought. I didn't know that they were allowed to walk amongst us.
They're a superstitious and cowardly lot.
Do they glow?
I respect their gangster because they have this power to even, sometimes they got to do it for health reasons, but if they just pick, it's just like, yo, I can't do it. It's like True Blood for me. I get the hunger. It's like, yo,
be calling me, son.
Like,
calling me.
But at least they're cutting it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You do have to respect the swagger of a pair of people who have been able to resist the lure of a bacon cheeseburger for 10 years.
And they're not vegan, so they can still eat. They can still eat eggs. They can still have cheese. All that, because
they're cheating basically.
Yeah, basically, but well, no, because again, that is the difference between being vegan and vegetarian. Is that vegans don't even touch anything having to do with animals. Well, they just
don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Milk is good. Like it's not you're not harming the animal with some milk. Like baby cows gonna get that anyway.
Yeah, but vegans say that anything involving touching an animal is murder, basically.
That's something's wrong with them. That's why they'll be weak.
Yeah, and any sex with a man is rape. Okay.
Wow.
Can we quote you?
I'm quoting. Are you kidding? I'm quoting Camille Paglia.
that'll be on the side of your self-published book, Jamal. Jamal Eichel says any sex with a man is rape. 4 stars.
Wow.
And then once that was all said and done, they went and got their stuff and they went to their hotel and everything. And then Friday we come in and like right away I met with the madness even on Friday. And the rest, as they say, is history because that's it. But we brought a chair with us. We brought an extra chair with us, thinking that we would need it for the weekend because they're usually stingy on giving extra chairs. What was right next to the podcast arena? Frickin' stage with fold-out chairs.
Mm-hmm.
So we bring this extra chair all the way to Manhattan for no goddamn reason.
Yeah, you could have just called Jack the chair. I could have used an extra chair. I could probably have some people sit down next to me. I would have asked some anime fans, be like, "Yeah, why don't you go ahead sit right here?"
You got your peanut butter sandwiches. That's all you need.
Nah, there was a Ramona Flowers that could have. You know what I'm saying? I would have fought 5 evil exes for right then. Charlie on Friday.
The vegan police.
I will admit that there was something that happened several times that my logical brain just couldn't get with, and I saw people sleeping on the show floor.
What?
Oh yeah, a couple were sleeping. Yeah.
Guys, I will be back, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, I saw that. They were on the floor.
What are you guys talking about? There was people sleeping in the con?
Yes, they were.
It was just out? They was just like, yo, I gotta sleep.
They were on the floor like it looked like Penn Station.
Oh, God.
What, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It was that serious?
It was like that.
Was they anime kids?
I couldn't tell. Not all of them were dressed up. Some of them
but was they 35-year-old people? Were they 35-year-old men? Okay.
No, they weren't 35.
So basically, these were people that decided to basically not even go home all weekend.
Yeah,
that's
you see, people that were over 35 like me, I went to a panel and sat down. That's what I did the rest because my legs hurt. I'm still limping because I walked so much because I just wanted to get as much con as possible.
I feel you.
I just kept walking. I would see so much stuff that I would not sit down, and because of that, I'm still in pain as we speak.
Well, I mean, that was me on Saturday trying to walk as much of the dealer's room as possible. In like the last hour and a half of the show. I mean, I was going light speed there, trying to like duck and weave and bob, and like I was like a Jets linebacker.
Yeah, you had to be. Yeah. You had to be to get through with it. Like I'm telling you, it was just walking from. I don't even know how far it is, but just walking the entire like walking from the entrance and just going through the main floor and going all the way to through Podcast Alley all the way to Artist Alley. You feel like you walked a marathon when you keep doing that, throughout the day.
Right.
It was crazy. I could not wait. Every time I sat down, it was like there was a relief when I finally sat down. Because it was I just kept saying, I'm getting too old for this.
Well, that's kind of what was great about, being at a booth is that whenever I felt like, sitting down, I could sit down.
Well, I'm going as Professor Xavier. Next year,
there was a full group of X-Men on the floor. I saw that there was a Professor Xavier and everything.
X-Men get love any con. I don't care what con it is, what place it is. You will see some X-Men. You will see.
You know why, Daryl?
Old school Bishop too.
You know why? Because they're inherently cooler, and everyone likes them.
Yes.
Even when Marvel wants to hate on them and push them down and put the Avengers on top, it will not stop to the fact that no one really wants to dress up as the Avengers.
And I'm gonna say it again. Thank you, Matt Fraction, for remembering Cecilia Reyes exists. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, come on. I've been waiting for her to be back since the 90s were over with, and now she's back.
Yeah.
So, hooray.
And she had...
Wait. Claremont used her in the Neo arc when he came back that time.
That doesn't count. It's Claremont.
Hey,
after Claremont, they pretty much threw her into the... What did they throw in that camp? That X camp? Weapon X.
Oh, yeah.
And then they kind of she disappeared.
Well, that was Frank Thierry.
Frank Thierry, he put her in the camp, and I was like, oh, now they're going to kill another one off that I like. Because she was a doctor.
Kill the Puerto Rican X-Man.
And she was a doctor. She could be support staff if she's not going to be on the team.
She was like the new Stevie.
Yeah, the new Stevie. That's exactly what it made me think of. Because when
I miss Stevie so much.
When Claremont used to do it, whatever the complaint is, he gave them a good supporting staff.
You know what I'm saying?
They was a school. Yeah, it was a school. So that's stuff that I like. So you got these characters. They're not all dead. Have them come back. So I'm glad.
Maybe I'll read them again if they ever move the frick out of San Francisco.
I think they are, though. If I've heard rumors that they are moving to somewhere.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I've heard something like they're talking about.
They should be back in New York. That's
down the line, they're moving. They're going to be moving somewhere.
They need to be in New York. That's where they're supposed to be at.
I'm okay with them being in San Fran, really.
I'm not.
I just love my X-Men. I just always love my X-Men. I'm never going to stop.
Yeah.
That's never.
You're a stronger man than I.
I can't stop it.
So, yo, Daryl, who had you jazzed at the con? I mean, who celebrity-wise or guest-wise were you really happy to see?
Yes, I was happy to see were like J.K. Woodward, for example, and I know him, but still, I was jazzed to see him. I was jazzed to see Jamal. I was jazzed to sit and have a 10, 15-minute conversation with Rick Remenda about comics in general. Stuff like that. Being able to just to walk around and just talk to just to see artists and talk to artists, and it was like it wasn't a celebrity. Like I had met, like a friend of mine said, did you meet any celebrities? And I started naming comic book people. Of course, she said you didn't meet no celebrities then. I'm like, no, these are my celebrities.
Right.
These are the people that are my celebrities.
It's a Comic Con.
Right. I don't go crazy. Paris Hilton can walk past me. I wouldn't even bat an eye. But, Matt Fraction walks past me. I'm sweating. And I'm trying to ask him for an autograph or something. That's my celebrity. So that's why this con was just so, I couldn't sit down because there was just something going on. Everywhere I turned around, there was something going on. And then if there weren't a comic person that I saw, there was someone dressed up in a cool costume, whether it was a Naruto or a Power Ranger or it was Jean Grey, or I even saw a cool ass Bishop. Damn it. I know everybody.
I saw him with the dreads, son.
Yeah.
He was looking tough.
I saw him.
Tough Bishop.
Yeah.
Before Marvel ruined him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Ruined my
Good
man.
Lord.
God damn it.
Don't let me get in Marvel. I'm bringing them
pissed
back.
about that.
Don't let me. I'm bringing them back.
That's fine.
If I ever get in there, I'm bringing them back.
Do it.
I'll solve it in one page.
Yeah.
I want you to do that, man. Please do.
It was a different bishop. That's all you got. That's all you got to
Exactly.
Saying.
As I would have made it a scroll, another timeline bishop, anything.
say. Yeah.
But
Just have my own man come out with the L blue joint with the yellow stripe.
Hell yeah.
With the kerchief. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to bring back the S curl mullet.
You
That's
understand what I'm talking? And the gun that he stick his hand through the gun, the gun
damn
that
right.
he used to use.
Yeah, right. I might go hard and bring back his homeboys too.
Holy
Do that, Cortez and
No, was it Malcolm? Malcolm. Oh, so
Yeah,
tough.
Malcolm
so
and,
tough.
and Randall.
What was the name of his sister?
Shard.
Shard. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and this big F over, they totally just erased Shard and the fact that she actually was in X Factor as like a light being in the late run of the first series. They just totally got the fact that he had a sister, and they was raised by old Storm and old Gambit. I'm still salty. I'm never.
Like, how do you take a dude like if I see Rogue one more time? Like I don't hate Rogue. I grew up, reading about Rogue, but enough with the Rogue already. She's not the savior of the mutant race. Okay?
Is that what they use her as? I think she always get played out. Last time I read it, she was getting chewed out for Cyclops for basically having initiative.
Yeah, but they make her. He chews her out because in X-Men Legacy, Cyclops is basically the asshole in that book. So
He's an asshole in every book. What are you talking about?
I like him in his. He has
Cyclops ain't been. Cyclops to me ain't been cool since the last arc of Astonishing.
I've
been liking him written by Fraction. I've been liking him in Uncanny.
I want him punched in the chest. Nah, he acts like he's no. You need to get punched direct. Like you need to know.
Well, especially after the whole Nightcrawler thing, he does sort of deserve a little bit of a punching.
Wolverine deserved to punch him in the chest and walk away. He's like, I'm on 2 Avengers teams. Get a suntan, bitch, and just walk away.
I thought that was gonna happen though. I thought he was gonna hit him.
Because I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But nah, because Wolverine don't want to give up his extra crib. You know what I'm saying? He got a West Coast crib now. He ain't trying to give that up. He ain't got to pay rent nowhere. He just flopped.
All over. He got kids. He got cribs.
Yo, Julian, did you see anybody that at the con that you weren't expecting to see, or you were really happy to see? I mean, even though you were, basically stationed at your table, I mean, what went down?
I met all the 11 o'clockers at the same time. It was all came past the table.
Nice.
I got to meet Niesman. I got to really meet King dap him up. I got to meet Queen Renee.
Oh, you got to meet Renee.
Oh,
yes.
How did you see Renee? I didn't know she was there.
Yeah, she came there on Saturday. I was like, oh, snap. It was crazy. I got to meet Wood Seeds. It was just as little Star Wars people.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to give him, I wish I had a straw hat. I would have gave him a straw hat so they could be Luffy instead. I didn't really see a lot of people. Like, I saw people, but I didn't see anybody surprise me. Like, oh, like I met this guy. I bum rushed that DC party though.
Oh yeah.
That DC for they people or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I saw Jamal there. You know what I'm saying? People be surprised. I saw Mike Norton there.
Sweet.
I was eating on their dime. Watch. What?
Yeah. Why? Because you can get away with that shit.
They had tuna burgers, people. They had
Tuna burgers, nice.
with the ginger on it.
Now you know what made the wedding worth it for me? Main course was a bacon wrapped filet mignon.
Good Lord Almighty, that sounds like a piece of
I
heaven.
want to smack you right now, and I didn't even eat it.
There were what were they? Artichoke fritters also, and Let's see what
I
else.
don't even like artichoke, but you had bacon wrapped filet mignon. That would have made it taste better.
That was enough. That was enough.
There were
Done.
bacon shrimp appetizers and
Did you say bacon shrimp appetizer?
bacon shrimp appetizers.
Did they
Yep.
just put bacon on everything?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that's what smart people, because bacon makes everything better.
That's what Philadelphia
Sure it
does. They
does.
just put bacon on anything.
Yo, that's not a bad move.
Shoot, I put bacon on my woman. Make her better.
Good lord, good lord.
Wow.
Yo,
that sounds like the line from a really bad porno.
Daryl just went to Triple X right there, because that
That's
sounds
what
like something
it is.
needs to be done.
I haven't eaten in a couple of hours. That's what happened. I mixed it all together.
Man. Yeah, and like other than let's see, other than J.K. Woodward, I met. Well, I mean, I've met him before, but I got to I got to talk to Mark Waid for a little bit. Actually talk to him in person after having him
that's
on the
cool.
show, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I got him to sign. I bought Irredeemable Volume 2 out the 4 because I just bought Volume 1. And so I got him to sign that. And, if I really wanted to, and this is a sign of, bad security, if I really wanted to, I could have easily just had him sign the book and walk away with it because Doom's guys were not really paying enough attention to the books. They were right in front of Mark, and they were on opposite sides. So, again, I did pay for it, so I was nice, but if I was a skeevy asshole, I could have easily just walked away with the book. But I didn't. So go me.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of me too. Let's see what else. Well, I got to talk to Mr. War of the Independents for a while.
Oh yeah, Dave Ryan is cool.
Yeah.
He's really cool.
I mean, I hadn't talked to Dave since he got back because he was on the West Coast for a while.
Yeah, he's suffering. I spoke to him yesterday. He's suffering from the con crud right now. He's recovering.
I got out safe. I was anticipating it, but I didn't get it.
I was popping vitamins for like the first 2 weeks ahead of time. I was popping vitamins every day.
Nice.
It's like I'm not. I had wipes with me. I'm like, I'm not going down. I'm not going down. This happened to be last year. I'm like, I'm not. Last year I was in a fetal position. Like, why me? I can't read any books I bought. I feel like I'm dying. I was like, no, not this year. I'm not going to let it happen.
So you survived.
I did it.
You survived the apocalypse.
I sure did.
And you got out without anything, Lytle, right?
Oh, nah, man. Actually, I came in kind of sick. Came out healthier. I was eating good up there, man. I ate I had the Sprite. That's my power source. I had the good barbecue. I didn't even, the first night, I think I only slept 2 hours. And then I went to the con on Saturday. And then, I just didn't sleep. If you don't sleep, you might not get sick.
Well, you ate good. See, you ate good stuff.
So you got to go out and get the good eat. Oh, yeah, that DC food, son. I was eating for every bad book. Every bad book that I done bought, I'm bad at. It's like, that's 3 right there. That bite, that's 3 right there. So, you eat good, you heal up. Your body was like, it's like Voltron. It's like,
when Jamal gets back, we'll have to thank his company for feeding Julian over the weekend.
Right. Yeah, you should.
You had barbecue. I was drinking beer and eating chicken fingers for the bar.
Yo, yeah.
You want to talk about somebody who was feeling rough when I got home Saturday night? I mean, I drank so much beer, and then the chicken fingers was mixing in. I was like, oh, this is not going to end well tonight. It's not going to end well at all.
Well, where did you guys wind up with the 11 o'clock guys? Because I saw the pictures.
Oh, that was at the St. Bergens.
Okay.
That was at the St. Bergens where Jeff Johns was in the. Jeff Johns was there, and
that was the Bergen Comics joint.
Yeah, I saw Julian. Julian, you were there. You already ate.
I came there. That's right. I had that barbecue with Jamal.
Yeah, they was at the special table in the back.
Nice.
Then they pushed it on the inside. That made me mad. That made me want to leave. I'm like, how you gonna kill all these people in that little ass bar?
Yeah, I left by then. I was like, all right. I was like, let me get my drunk ass and let's get a cab. Let's go.
Yeah, just because Mike Myers was there. What's he done for me lately? He ain't make me laugh lately. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even see Mike Myers, actually.
I didn't want to see Mike Myers. How about that?
Drunk. I was too drunk.
He's a love guru,
Yeah, that movie was terrible, and I saw that shit for free.
Oh, damn. Terrible. Yes, it was.
All I saw were the horrible advertisements on American Idol.
It was terrible, even though Jessica Alba looked cute. Oh, what's up?
She always look cute.
Yo, she do look good, man.
She always look good. I ain't gonna front. She always look good.
Are you guys talking about Machete?
We just talking about Jessica Alba in general, but yeah, Machete,
okay.
she was looking. There was a lot of sexiness in Machete.
But I like me some
I didn't
Michelle
see-
Rodriguez a little better. I like the dangerous women a little bit more.
Machete was good stuff. No. Before that, we were talking about where they were on Saturday and how Mike Myers showed up.
Mike Myers is at the con?
He was at the Burger Street, the iFanboy party. Remember? Like
I
he
didn't
popped
even see
over.
him.
Oh, I didn't even see
I
him.
didn't see him.
Yeah, he didn't come till later after you left. He came after you left, though.
Oh, okay.
Jamal was in the back with the millionaires, like popping bottles.
He just stepped in a little bit. He just stepped in for a little bit. He was already tired.
Some Jeff Johns champagne.
Yeah, Jeff Johns he was looking subdued and tired. It looked like they had him running around all day long.
I don't think
That's what they do at these shows.
Yeah.
Man. They run you ragged.
they ain't really popping bottles there. Don't let me get on for real. I don't stand on the table. I don't have my chain on.
Listen, if I'm making Jeff Johns money, I'm gonna have Power Girl introduce me wherever I go. She's gonna have to dress like Power.
I'll have Christina Hendricks dressed as Power Girl.
Yes, and she's gonna wear the antlers.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everywhere I go.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, go right. I got Joni as Power Girl. Yes, I do.
Heck yeah.
Yes, I pay for this.
So now that you're back, so wait, so people were sleeping on the floor? Seriously?
Yes, people. I was walking through the show floor, and every so often in the corner somewhere, not anywhere where you would think to go, but like behind the stage, by the bathrooms, huddled up in a little corner, you would see. I've seen couples sleeping on the floor, and I've never seen that at a con before.
It's crazy.
Like in the middle of the show floor, like just huddling up in a little spot, you know.
With this,
catch a little nap.
I wonder if these people actually ever went home.
You know, actually, no. They probably would have to because the Javits Center they will kick you out.
Right.
No, it ain't kick you out. Meaning they yelled obscenities about my mother. Like they want you the hell out.
And like, what age did they look? I mean, did you think that they were anime people or comic people?
No, they were definitely anime people because that's comic people don't do that.
Well, all right then. Well,
comic people actually they'll sleep at the bus station, but they won't sleep on the show.
And older comic people get a hotel near this con early in advance.
Well, it was
That's because they got money. They're older. They got money.
Well, I still nothing beats though that I think what was it 2 years ago where people were sleeping outside the Javits because they wanted tickets to that damn Kevin Smith event.
I wish I would sleep outside. I wish I would.
No, that still doesn't beat camping out 3 days before the convention starts for the Twilight panel in San Diego.
But at least the weather's nice out there. At least the weather's nice.
Yeah, but you got 40-year-old women hanging out in the Hall H like a pack of hobos.
I just don't have
grown ass women.
Exactly. You want to give them each a stick with a handkerchief on it filled with sandwiches just so that they keep their strength up.
Well, hey, at least we had good weather this New York Comic Con.
This is true.
I mean that's
beautiful weather.
Yeah, after having crap weather for like a week and a half, it cleared up like just in time for the show.
What's funny is now we getting the crap weather again. Like right after the con was over, that's when we started getting the rain and stuff.
It's because New York is sad.
It's not just the whole East Coast.
The rain? Are you serious? No, not rain. We're talking hail and tornadoes. Somebody turned on the weather dominator.
Yeah.
It's Weather Wizard. I swear.
Wasn't that bad on Monday. I was there. That hell wasn't that bad.
Well, okay. It freaked me out because all of a sudden we just hear bam, 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 bam on the side of the windows.
Yeah, it was kind of raw. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that bad, y'all. It's not that bad.
No, but nothing scares Julian now because he got serenaded by El Mariachi. So
is that why that guitar case was under your table?
No, man, you don't understand. You don't understand, guys. It was crazy.
I bumped into Julian at the 34th Street trace, the D and E F stop, and it was him. It was me, Julian, Tom Caters, and what was your friend's name, Jay?
Oh, Ron Wimberly. He had so much vertigo. It was funny.
Caters. I didn't even run into him all goddamn weekend. Son of a bitch. All right.
Us and Caters was part of the adventure, man.
Yeah. So we're on the F train. We're heading back into Brooklyn, right? It's all good. And there's this is girl. She's she's sitting across from us, and there's this older Mexican guy, probably in his 50s, and he's got a guitar. Now, usually you're waiting for the hat to come out. Nope, no hat.
Right.
No paper cup. He's just playing.
Wow.
And he's serenading. He's trying to serenade her. And she gets off the train, and Julian sits by him. He pulls out his gin, takes a swig.
Yo, the good stuff. And then my boy hypes him up like, yo, play my man a song. And then this man starts singing some song in Spanish about policia, violence, and whatever be happening. And you got this one white kid on the other seat with the little weird side, like, what the heck is going on? Some people trying not to look. And let's just say that the Mexican dude had on a Wally World sweatshirt.
Yes, he had a Wally World sweatshirt.
Wally World from National Lampoon's Vacation.
God. Wow. Yes. Go ahead.
Then the man goes into Proud Mary in a Spanglish singing.
Then
Jamal
city,
looking
for the man every night and day.
See, when you sing it, Jamal, you just sound more Jamaican.
Then Jamal and my boy Ron chimed in with the rest of the lyrics.
Wow.
As he was getting off, I forgot to stop.
See, all right. Now, see, usually I get one of two. There's the somewhat decent mariachi band with the hats and everything that serenades you for like 2 stops and then collect the money. But coming home from work today, I got the saddest, most depressing mariachi band, which was just this one guy with a guitar and a hat and this woman. And they're singing. They ain't good singers. Sure as hell ain't good guitarists. And yet I got to listen to that for 3 goddamn stops on the way home.
Oh, that makes me bad. When I get home from work, I'm tired and bad. I don't want to hear you.
There's only one guy who's worse, okay? And one of my favorite moments in the history of trains, like ever, okay, is this one guy who has like this electric guitar with
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, with a portable amp and everything. And he gets on the train and he starts playing and he does this terrible rendition of I think Across the Universe.
Yeah.
And he gets done and he's looking for his money. He's going around and he asks one guy sitting next to me if he wants money, and the guy responds, best response ever. Sorry, I only give money to good musicians.
Wow.
And this guy is livid. He's like, "Nah, man, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm good. I'm better than you will ever be." And he just goes on like that for the next 3 stops.
Wait. Are you sure this wasn't a portfolio review?
Well, it wasn't CB Cebulski with the guitar, so.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, there's the guy who, for the last, 5 years, has just gotten out of jail and has HIV and needs money for it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Exact same guy for the last 5 years.
The one that I love, and I've been living in Park Slope for off and on for 15 years.
Okay.
The one that I love is the guy with the duffel bag. And he comes on, and he used to have this whole spiel, and he had sandwiches and oranges and 25-cent drinks. And then sometimes he'd have plastic wallets and everything. Now he is like, y'all know me, y'all know what I'm about. I collect money for the homeless. Anybody on the train hungry? Anybody on the train
glasses?
thirsty? No, he doesn't wear glasses.
Okay.
And that used to be his spiel. Now he doesn't even do the spiel anymore. He doesn't have nothing. He just comes on with a dirty duffel bag and a cup. Go, give me your money.
Yeah, I ain't got time for all this. This is hard. Just give me the money.
I got to go to work in 5 minutes. Give me your money.
Give me the money.
Have you ever gotten the Duracell batteries guy?
Yeah, I bought some.
Duracell batteries, 3 for $1, not 2
I
for
need 'em.
$1, 3 for
$3
$1.
for $1.
I need them. They come in handy, though.
Yeah, they come in handy. They lose their charge after 5 minutes.
Well, I was stuck on the train, and I needed it, like, at the time.
All right.
It actually came in handy for once to get me home.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. So, anything else about the after parties you want to add, or else I'm just going to go on to what we can do for improvements for next year.
Okay. The iFanboy party, what little of it I actually saw was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
They actually ended up moving it to Flatbush Farm, which is about 2 blocks over from Bergen Street.
Cool.
But it was nice. It's a nice little space, you know.
Yeah,
got to hang out with Jeff and with Francis a little bit, which was cool. You know?
Sweet. Yeah, because you know people.
Popping bottles with millionaires.
Oh, stop it, man.
You mean Jeff Johns, creative whatever he is for DC Comics?
Chief Creative Officer.
Chief Creative Officer. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Miyamoto is in Nintendo. It's not that. There's a lot of big time Chief Creative Officers in the world.
Yeah, he'll be one of the few people in charge that actually does good comics. I'm sorry. I'm not naming names, Casada, but still.
Wow.
Oh my God, Omit was so horrible.
The DL write bad comics too, so they batting 100 both sides for real.
Yeah,
You talk about outsiders like that.
Yeah, just whistle and walk away, Jamal.
Yo, I could talk for it because I don't owe them nothing.
Outsiders were shit.
But I ate their food though for them bad comics.
Yeah, well.
Hey, Geo4 saucy for the rest of the show. The rest of the book. What happened?
Did Outsiders get canceled yet?
No.
No, really? Wow.
And
You
you
don't
know,
cancel the
there's
boss's
Geo
book.
sitting there going, don't you do it. Don't make me mad.
Bob Harris, first thing he's gonna do is end it.
And the artist is sitting there crying. I got to draw that? Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to work on the book anymore.
I think Keith Gifford's taken over Outsiders.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Oh, you mean it'd be readable?
yeah, wow, that's good.
Stop it now, because I just bought that one shot today.
Yeah.
Michael Barr wrote the Batman Return to Batman one shot, because that's why I bought it, because they're right. I was like, I'm in.
All right.
In.
That works.
Bring me back. I'll come back.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I mean, next year, one of my main problems with the show was that it was impossible to actually get in everything, in 2 days, which I learned very much the hard way. So next year, sure as hell, I'm going to be there all 3 days. Hell or high water. I don't care if my cousin is getting married. I don't care if direct family is getting married. I'm going to be there for all 3 days. All right, that's a given. But one thing that I'm definitely going to say for next year, and hopefully they'll be able to do this because hopefully the construction will be done, is utilize the upstairs. Because the second year of the show, putting the artist alley upstairs was kind of a bad idea because it was a little hard to get around. But if you put at least the gaming area upstairs or some of the anime stuff upstairs, the anime people are going to feel like they're included a little bit more. Because when you're closer to the show floor, that gives the impression that you're included as opposed to being just off to the side.
Right.
So maybe that's something to think of for next time. Like even if the dealers don't want to be separate from the Comic-Con, give them the option. If you want to be upstairs, go upstairs. If not, you can be down with everybody else.
Right.
So that's something. Another thing that I would definitely improve on for next year is wider aisles and cap that attendance. Cap that attendance because 90,000 and like 20,000 of them waiting on line to get in. That's heavy. That's difficult to deal with. I mean, if I didn't have an exhibitor badge, I would have been waiting to get in every day like every other plebe, and that would have been like an hour right there. So you got to do it. I mean, and Lance has stated this. I mean, again on his own blog. He said that there need to be changes. If it were up to me, if I were to go back in time, I would have let about 10,000 less people in.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. For the space that they had to work with, that's totally where I would have went.
It might be a little bit different once they finish that little bit of construction. I was splitting up the 2 areas, though.
Oh,
Give
totally.
me a segue.
Someone,
Yeah.
Ride through.
they need what they need to do is make sure artist alley is in alphabetical order.
Yes.
with a list so people can know where the heck they can go. Because
Yeah.
I couldn't
I was
figure out
going to say,
nobody.
I was going to say the same thing actually, and I think Julian, you'll agree with me also, is that nobody knew where anyone was in Artist Alley until Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are asking everybody else, like, where is this particular artist? And if I didn't know that particular, it was, it's bad because you messing up their money.
Well,
like,
right.
there are people that want to buy sketches from these people. And, if you can't find them, it hurts them.
Yeah, and here's what I love is that even after they put up the alphabetical list on Saturday, they had like 2 New York Comic Con people on either side saying, if don't clog the aisles, people. If you need to look for somebody, come to me and I'll find them for you. It's like, so you put it up and you don't even want us to look at it.
Right.
That's great.
Oh, and speaking of the 10 tyrants, people, security people at the Jacob Javits Center, people working for New York Con, Michelle, I love your volunteers. I do. But a little bit of power goes to their heads very, very quickly.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, trying to remind them that, while they are volunteers, that I thank them for their service while they're at the con. Do not push me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that little shirt don't give you power. That little yellow shirt that they wear. That don't mean nothing.
Because I'm 5'10" and over 300 pounds, I will crush you.
And you used to, and this guy used to be a bouncer. Don't fuck with him.
Yo, I never had no problem with them kids. That's what they was to me. I walked past them. I guess maybe I looked too street. I had a no bitch ass and t-shirt on. They probably still.
And could you please give them information? Because I swear to God, if one of them would say, I don't know, when you ask them a question,
that would have been a smart thing. Have the people who were working Artist Alley give them a clipboard with a list of who's there.
Right.
A button on their shirt that says looking for an artist, ask me.
Yeah, and that button would have been the difference, because again, on Saturday they did have people posted there with clipboards and everything, but
right.
it was screaming at people saying, don't clog the aisles, people. If you're looking for somebody, blah 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 blah, and again, when given the option between a giant board with alphabetical right in front of you or waiting behind 5 other people who are trying to find, Joe Schmo, what are you going to choose?
True.
Well, the problem was they should have put the boards in the corners also.
Yes.
They should have had the directories all not only just in the middle, but in the corners, near the food areas,
right?
So that you can actually you can see stuff instead of having it only in certain sections. So for next year, they need to have all throughout the con, because it's so spread out. You need to have a better directory of how you can find, artists, writers,
right?
And things like that. And it needs to be in places where you can actually see it when you're in a crowd.
Right. And the aisles should not go LMNOZ.
Right.
Right.
Because I barely know how to spell now. And you can't do stuff
why are tables A and B like on the other side of the hall?
Yeah.
Right.
Table C and D.
It weirded me out because I'm walking through, and first I was looking for you, then I was looking for Lytle, and then eventually I was looking for JK, and I find aisle J before I find aisle B.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I'm like, what? Like, did I take a wrong turn in Albuquerque? What the hell? and this hasn't been a problem in previous years. Well, okay, last year they were a little disorganized as well, but in previous years it was kind of easy to know where everything was. The aisles weren't that wide, but at least you knew where everything was.
Right.
So there has to be a compromise that they can work out.
This time it looked like they were running. It looked like they were on the ground running, trying to catch up this time. And I love the con. I'm
Yeah, and one of the things that I pointed out on the 11 o'clock comics forums when they were looking for feedback and everything on their episode, what was something that I believe very well here is that every single year of New York Comic Con so far, there's been growing pains.
Right.
because they were looking for the right size every year. First year, way too small. Second year, they tried the upstairs thing. That didn't work. Okay, let's try something new. Third year, let's stick with this hall. Fourth year, different hall. Now here we are with this, and this is going to be the basic setup for New York Comic Con, unless they decide to split out Anime Fest again. This is going to be the basic setup in the same time of year with the exact same amount of space, maybe a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So finally, they have a set system that they'll be able to rely on and actually have people, return people know the system. So technically, things should go a lot smoother in 2011.
Hopefully.
Yeah. If everything goes according to plan and they actually have return volunteers and return staff, then yeah, things are going to go great come 2011. But we shall see. But yeah, what any other things that you would change, Jamal?
Not a complaint so much as a request. Please bring back the crepe station from a couple of years ago.
Oh
that
my
was
God,
nice. That was very nice, and I actually missed it because all we had in the Artist Alley was the empanadas, which weren't working for me, and the broke ass Chinese food in the back.
Oh yes,
I couldn't even find a Chinese cart. I was that desperate. I would have loved to have been able to eat.
It's back there near them stinky ass nuts.
Nah. You know what I did Friday? Right before the con, I went to my local bodega and I got a nice boar's head sandwich, and that was my food for the rest of the day.
Oh no, I hear you, but and can I just say one thing that you should not have anywhere near artwork is powdered sugar. What was with the funnel cake?
Oh
yeah,
funnel cake. What is this? The Jersey Shore?
I saw that, yeah, and plates of it. Like they put it all on a plate and they're walking around. And could you please, for Starbucks, I'm going to say this: when you are selling stuff, if it's sugar, cover up the food, because I don't appreciate seeing flies flying all over the cake and whatnot that you're trying to sell to us.
Oh boy,
that's just a the weather wasn't really cold, so you need to cover the food.
That's not good.
No, not at all.
Yeah, and where we were in the hall, and this is technically another complaint, and yeah, I'll just get it out there, is that it might be a good idea to have specific entrances and exits. Because when everybody's going towards the same exact location for exit and entrance, things get a little congested.
Right.
And I understand with the construction and everything, you only have so many exits and entrances that you can use. But like where we were in the hall was the entrance/exit, so it would get kind of cramped every now and then.
Yeah.
So something to think of, something to consider next time around. Yeah, go ahead, Daryl. You were in the middle before, so you got anything? You got anything else?
I would say if it opens at 10, you should start preparing at 9. Mm-hmm. It takes them so long to let people in. It's going to take a while. I think that they should start a little bit earlier in preparing, because people didn't know. They were saying VIP here, press here.
Right.
They were not really prepared for when people were coming in, and I think they should have started a little bit earlier so that they can get people, because you want to get in when it starts. I should be rolling in.
Well, I think what'll probably happen once they open up the upstairs again is they'll probably do it the way they do in San Diego, where they have everybody go upstairs first and have like the ticket sales upstairs rather than on the main floor.
That would be cool.
Yeah. And tell your staff what the hell is going on.
Yes.
Like, they didn't even know the difference between a press pass and an exhibitor pass. Like, they kept trying to separate press and exhibitor, and what they really were trying to say is those two were supposed to be on the same line. Mm-hmm. So they had people confused as hell. With professional pass and press pass, they had us like going here, there, and everywhere. Explain to them, if you have to have them come in a little bit earlier or email them, whoever volunteers, email them information and tell them that they have to read it,
Right.
and know what's going on.
Well, I don't want to blame, because I know the volunteer coordinator and I know she's very good at her job, and I don't want she does. I have to say, in Michelle's defense, she does a great job wrangling these guys.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, and I'm not knocking on her.
No,
I'm totally
it's not her.
It's just that no matter what you do as a coordinator, it's hard to keep everything coordinated personality wise.
Right.
When it comes to these guys, like for instance, on Saturday when I was trying to clean up my booth because I wasn't going to be there Sunday, I had a couple of my friends that, yes, they were not exhibitors, but they were helping me break down the booth. They were physically helping me. They were carrying stuff. They had stuff in their hands, and they kept getting harassed to leave when it was clear that they were helping me. You know,
Right.
And eventually the right guy came along, and I flashed my exhibitor saying, "They're helping me. We're all going to be gone in about 5 minutes. Please give us some time." When finally somebody said, "Okay," but it took like 5 people for that to finally happen.
Right.
Yeah. Put the flashlight down, officer.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
You know, because I've done security part time too, and
Right.
you don't need to. We're not cops.
That's okay,
Calm
Officer
down.
Friendly. You can give it a rest.
Exactly.
Now, what seems to be the problem here?
You're not saving the world or protecting the president. It's okay.
President
I'm not
Palmer
trying-
is in the building. President Palmer is in. Oh, God. Speaking of presidents and comic conventions, did you hear that the same day as, I think, New England Comic-Con, Wizards New England Comic-Con, the president is going to be at the Heinz?
Oh, he is?
Yeah, for the same for a different convention,
Good luck on that
a
one.
different event in the same place. Can you imagine what security is going to be like getting in there for comic nerds?
Oh, I can imagine.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe it'll be the same situation that they had in San Diego with Al Gore. It was from what I've heard, it wasn't that bad.
All right. Well, hopefully. All I got to say is Garib Sheamus strikes again. When people are given a specific task to do at a con, like for instance, check badges or direct people towards panels or whatever, have them do that. You
Right.
know? Because whenever I walked in, not once did anybody look at my badge.
No, didn't even pay attention to it.
Yeah, and that was security. That wasn't the support staff. Those weren't the volunteers. That was security. So security, I think, needs to either be somewhere else or alongside actual volunteers to ensure that people's badges are being checked. Because Chris noticed this, that there were a couple of people walking around with Sunday badges on Saturday.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, they weren't checking. All they were concerned with was crowd control,
Right.
but they weren't, looking to see. And that some of that crowd could be. It could have been a lot better if you paid attention and saw what was going on, because people were just using the chaos to get over.
Right. Yeah. And I'll say again for any of you guys that want Anime Fest elsewhere, no. Okay? That's it. That's what I'm saying, because yet again, for the umpteenth time, they were the same con to start with. Just because they split off and became something else doesn't mean that they can't coexist.
I don't, and I'm tired of that too. Like, get off the high horse of the put your nose down, comic snob, and they're paying tickets like we're paying tickets, and that helps keep the costs down. That helps to keep it from going crazy. They're supporting a con that we want to go to. So,
Right.
Well, you know what? I've got to be honest here. I actually liked having the anime festival going on at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that the otaku, is that the term?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yes, the otaku brought a different energy to their show.
Yes,
It did.
And
Yes,
it was refreshing. Actually, it was actually calmer.
reminded me of MegaCon.
Yeah.
In all the
Exactly.
right ways. Yeah, and this is the sort of thing that I like about anime cons, And what's great about New York Comic Con now is that when New York Anime Fest was by itself, it never felt like an anime con to me. It never did, because when I would go, it felt like exactly what it said it was. It was an anime festival, because immediately at 6 p.m., that was it. It shut down. Anime cons don't shut down. They keep going all night, okay? Whether it be in the video game room, whether it be in, watching stuff, that goes all night. So what was great about a Comic-Con happening at the same time as an Anime Fest is that there's somewhere else for the anime fans to go after the hall closes.
Right.
Because there was still stuff going on at the Javits until like 10:30, which is good enough. So that's what I like. That's what I like to see. That makes me very happy. Julian.
Yeah.
What do you got gripe wise?
It was mainly that whole thing with the freaking artist alley. It wasn't really organized. It was organized, but the list, and they could have I think they should have put people in alphabetical order in the seats. Or if you're going to put a list up, you basically should just print out the list that they gave the people in the artist alley that actually showed where everybody was by the row. Mm-hmm. That was like my main issue. I didn't see much of the con because I was hustling.
Right.
So anything bad that was happening, I can't really. I don't know. I like the anime fans. I hope they come back. I hope they keep it together. And people don't like them, and you just sound old. Like, just go somewhere and sit down. I don't got time for you.
Yeah.
Like, you really want to talk about that? You should never talk about Voltron. You should never talk about the intro of the Thundercats.
You know what? I was about to say the exact same thing. If you used to watch Star Blazers back in the early '80s, that was anime. Get over it.
Mm-hmm.
How about Batman animated series was all animated in Japan?
Yeah.
Read the book.
Transformers, man.
We have no leg to stand on to judge any other genre with that.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't.
It's true.
Yes, if you memorize the floor plan to Arkham Asylum, you have no right to judge.
Stop judging me.
If you can recite the Green Lantern Oath, shut up.
In Brightest Day and Blackest Night. Okay. Dow, did you go to any panels?
I went to the Dark Horse panel. I went to the Nikita panel, and Maggie Q. I love you, and I will stalk you if you love me for free. What was the other panel? And that was it. I tried to go to the Walking Dead panel, but that was like Mission Impossible. I would have had to come through the roof and climb down to get into that panel. It's ridiculous.
How was the Dark Horse panel?
It was pretty good. They were talking about the games. They had Blair Butler from G4. Mm-hmm. One of the few women who I do enjoy seeing on G4 because she actually is a part of what she's talking about and she knows.
Yep.
Unlike a certain other ones who's on Iron Man 2 and she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. Let's tell jokes.
Yo, she look cute. Leave her be. She look cute.
She's got to get off the Daily Show, though. She's got to get off the Daily Show.
She got NBC sitcom. Hopefully it'll do.
Get her off of G4. She can stay on the Daily Show.
Why can't she be on G4? Let her live. She's been there for a while.
She can be on Daily. No, again, she can be on G4. That's perfectly fine. It's just when she's been on Daily Show, she hasn't been funny.
Daryl, you sound like Leah Laporte right now. Let her live.
I'm sorry. I just would rather. There are plenty of sexy women who actually do read comics and play video games. And
G4 is about pop culture. They ain't really about that. G4 stopped existing like in 2006.
Yeah,
I want it back. Or give me a half an hour of that. Just a half an hour. That's all I want.
Yeah, it's called X-Play, dude.
Morgan Webb always played games. I liked it when she was cute with her little pigtails when she was an anime fan. Back when it was just Tech TV when she was on the screensavers.
Yeah.
But
now
anyway,
she's kind of thawed up. Yeah, we on a tangent again. God damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I know, it's all right. That's what this show's all about, man. That's what it's all about. But yeah, anything big happened at the Dark Horse panel?
No, they really didn't have a lot of big news. It was just mainly about, except for Star Wars Force Unleashed, but they really didn't give them much information to reveal.
Well, the Dollhouse stuff came out that day, though, didn't it? Like the Dollhouse comics and.
They didn't mention it at that panel.
Oh, really? Okay.
More about the video. It was more about what was it? Something Vegas. It's a game I never played, but it's. I cannot remember the name of it, but it was more about the video game stuff, the Gears of War. Mm-hmm. It was some other video game. It was something with a shoot 'em up game that's very it's kind of popular.
Okay.
But it's more of an MMO.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about that and how doing a video game comic, how you have to deal with a lot of different people because they were trying to protect their product.
Mm-hmm.
So they were just trying to explain how hard it is to do that and still try to do a good story in a comic. So it was interesting to see that.
That's cool. Yeah.
I do have one thing to add.
Go ahead.
Don't bring infants to panels like that.
Oh my God, yes.
Because they're not going to want to be there.
Yeah.
And you can't get mad at everybody else because we don't want to hear a baby screaming.
Yeah. And don't bring your infant to The Social Network.
That too.
It pissed me off, goddammit, all right? At least
Twitter.
5 times during the movie, while I'm trying to hear fake Mark Zuckerberg talk, all I can hear is wah, 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 wah. It's like,
Yeah.
Hey. Who took their then 6-month-old daughter to see Hellboy 2: The Golden Army? This guy.
did it work out?
No.
Jamal,
lesson
I would have
learned.
hated you if I was in that theater. I would have hated you.
Jamal, why? What is the thought process to make y'all think that they're gonna be cool with being in that movie theater that long?
Nah, see, what I would have loved is if I was in that movie theater and I would have been like, yo, who is this mother? Oh, hey, Jamal.
I'd have went on DC message board. You know what Jamal Igle did?
And all of a sudden, Rich Johnston reports.
Oh God.
He feel it just because he could give Supergirl pants or shorts or something.
He can do whatever he wants with his movies.
He can do whatever he want to do.
Yes.
Well, what was amazing to me was that they must have wanted geeks to lose weight at this thing because the panel room for the podcasting panel was like 2 miles away from the front.
You got that right.
Like, I mean, not that that's a bad thing because that means that they were actually utilizing their space and everything. But still, they ran all the way back. They were like 10 panel rooms.
That panel area is a bit of a labyrinth too, because if you don't know exactly where you're going, it's very, very easy to get lost.
Yes,
And I did many times.
as did I. Yeah, because the few panels that I went to the Anime Parliament panel at like 4:45 on Friday, which for those of you who don't know, which is everybody on this call, is basically anime characters putting other anime characters on trial.
Oh, so was there an anime Funkadelic too, or
No, but there should be. The big case of the night was putting Princess Peach on trial for slavery, because the toads are like the only ones that matter in the Mushroom Kingdom, while the Goombas and the rest are forced into forced slavery.
That's very deep.
Yeah,
That's very deep.
yeah.
that is the dumbest thing that I've ever heard in my entire.
You stop it, Jamal.
I'm sorry, it's just stupid.
It was funny when it happened.
I'm sure it was hysterical, but I'm sitting here trying. Wait, what?
Because you could do that with Star Wars because they did use the Ewoks.
Hey man,
They did.
That's
they
true.
They endangered the Ewoks.
Hey, we once put Mario on trial for drug trafficking.
That's true too.
All those mushrooms he takes.
That's true. Drug addict. Yeah.
But what was good about these is that the panel sizes I felt were actually very dead on. Mm-hmm. You know, like they didn't put any panels that severely needed to be in big rooms and small rooms from the looks of it. And this is only from the 3 that I went to, but the Anime Parliament, the podcasting panel, and the Onion panel, which I went to also, which was basically Onion World News, the future news that they did, which was pretty fun. One of which was the battle between the one last remaining Palestinian and the one last remaining Israeli.
Yeah, they are pretty funny though. I do like that. I Twitter them. I follow them on Twitter.
But here's the thing that pissed me off though. It's a big room. Not all the seats are filled. Everybody's sitting in the back.
Of course.
I'm like, there's like 25, 40 seats still open, and everybody's sitting in the back.
It's high school all over again.
Basically. Yeah, but whatever. They were good panel rooms, and the panels went well. And if you want to hear the podcasting panel, it was released on this feed. Although I still recommend you listen to the Legion of Dudes version of it because their intro was better than mine. That's all I'm saying. All right, so what else we got to run here? Oh, yeah, actual comments from people, like live people who were at the show, like real people. Johnny M's one of them. Sorry I couldn't make the recording tonight. New York Comic Con was awesome. A little chaotic maybe, but not enough to make it bad in any way. The highlight for me was the AMC Walking Dead panel, so there we go. He got to go. So at least one of us did. My favorite booth was Fox. We had lots of cool stuff going on all weekend, including costume predators, RoboCop, and Navi girls. The alien cryo beds were also awesome. I saw those. Those were pretty cool. It was good to meet many of you for the first time. And that's Johnny M from Legion of Dudes. Check them out at hhwlod.com. And thank you, Johnny M, for that. And, yeah, actually, there were some elaborate booths in the exhibitor hall. Like, really elaborate. Like, you see the anybody see the Animal Planet one?
I saw that last year. They had a good one last year, too.
Well, because they had, like, almost like a whole, like, rainforest motif going on.
Yeah.
I ain't seen nothing.
Yeah?
Nothing.
I
saw dollars.
I only got to go as far as the DC booth and a little bit of like that area. I didn't really get to see too much else. And then like the only like active booth that wasn't comic related that I saw like the whole weekend apparently was the Michael Jackson booth.
Dude, that booth was really, really fun.
Did he have dancing in it? Did they have dancing in it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's gangster.
There's a new game coming out.
I know. I just didn't see the booth. I just saw a little piece of it. Like, oh, they got a Michael Jackson booth. Well, when they got dancing there.
Best part was when they actually had zombies dancing in the booth.
They did Thriller at the booth?
They did Thriller at the booth.
Oh, yeah, they did Thriller at the booth.
Mm-hmm.
They did Thriller?
They did Thriller.
You know, it'd been awesome if they would have did a thing with the Capcom booth and did like a Resident Evil Thriller performance.
You know what? That could have worked.
That would have been great.
You know, I've been dreaming about that since Resident Evil 2 came out, and no one's ever done that, and I don't know why.
Or Walking Dead?
No, Resident Evil and Thriller.
All right, fine.
No, because you got to have Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield, like Michael and the chick, and you got to have them like, or you can switch it up and have it Chris and Jill, like, Bob. And he's like, what? And you have Nemesis doing like pop and locking and everything.
Yeah, because he tells Nemesis, you ain't nothing.
Walking Dead too, it could work. You know what I'm saying? You get freaking Rick out there. You know what I'm saying? You know he can be moonwalking out there. You know.
Yo, they had
so
they had the car for the new Green Hornet movie on the floor,
and they had some hot chicks trying to show you the car because I only stopped because of them.
I heard that movie's gonna be terrible. People don't go see it.
Yeah, no, I know. Even from looking at the car,
will.
I'm like, wow, they skimped out on the car. This is a cheap ass car.
I have to go see the matinee at least.
No, I heard it. I heard people who've seen it.
You know what, Darrow, go see it at the Cobble Hill Cinema for like $5. All right, because every movie there is $5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't even steal it.
And the other thing that I wound up getting at the con was Chris felt sorry for me for not being able to stay for the extra day, so she got me a Baltimore Comic Con Toon Tumbler exclusive from earlier this year, which was the Batman and Robin one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What do you mean Batman and Robin? What Batman and Robin?
Well, what, you never seen a Toon Tumbler before?
No, but like which Batman and Robin was on the Toon Tumbler?
It was old school Batman and Robin on one side, and then it was the Jim Lee drawn from like All-Star Batman and Robin on the other side.
If it was Dick Grayson and Damien with the B-Boy stance Dick Grayson, B-Boy stance Dick Grayson cup, I'd be so mad I didn't see that. But see, That's all right, yo. I'm glad you got a nice glass. You know.
Yeah, I'm like the Pokemon when it comes to these glasses. I'm like slowly collecting them all. Like, eventually, we're gonna have so many. We're gonna have to get an extra like container for them.
I only made 2 purchases at the show. I bought a copy of The Outfit, the new Parker Darwin Cook graphic novel.
Very nice.
Which I'm about halfway through. I haven't finished it yet.
Sweet.
And then there was this artist anatomy model that I saw online like months ago, and I was actually going to order it, but one of the booths had it.
Oh, cool.
And I picked it up from there instead.
Sweet.
That's good.
Yeah, because Jamal don't draw no feet. Now he all Supergirl. Now they got feet again.
Yeah.
Is that a real criticism? Please tell me y'all joking.
No.
No. I like my Supergirl with pockets and a machine gun. That's
They just want Supergirl to be a stripper. That's all they want.
Yes.
They just want Supergirl to be a stripper.
Yeah, they do.
Oh. Speaking of which, and actually this has nothing to do with that at all. The have you guys seen Apocalypse yet? The new one, the new animated.
Yeah. I saw it a while ago.
I saw it 6 times.
Yeah, that's one of the best fight scenes they've ever animated.
That Wonder Woman and Big Barda fight was some of the best.
Yo, real talk. I don't need to read the comic version no more.
Yeah.
Like the movie just replaces it because no disrespect to Michael Turner, may he rest in peace, but like, yo, the animated fights,
yeah,
with a little Asian touch, yo, they go a long way. There was some ass beating in there, like,
yes,
and it was so good to hear that Wonder Woman voice again.
Yeah, it was like I got to hear that Wonder Woman voice with Tim Daly. Superman's like, oh, this is what I didn't get to get 10 years ago.
Yep.
The Tim Daly Superman with the Wonder Woman and the Kevin Conroy Batman. Oh, yes.
I actually saw it at the Paley Center screening when it first premiered, and Kevin Conroy was there, and so was Andrea Romano, and they had a question and answer session afterwards. And Conroy told the story about how after 9/11 he was working as a cook, like a short order cook for all the volunteers that were helping out. And one day, one of the other guys that he was working with turns to him and goes, "So what are you in your real life?" And Kevin Conroy says, "Well, I'm an actor." Like, "Oh, really? Because your name sounds familiar. What do you do?" "Well, I mostly do voices." Like, "Oh, okay. So what might I know you from?" And Kevin Conroy turns to him and goes, "I'm Batman." And immediately, he's like, "Nah, you're not Batman." You're like, no, I'm serious. I'm Batman. So this guy runs out to the front and says, guys, Batman's been serving you food."
Nice.
And they all rush back, and it's like, "Oh my god, I love the episode where you and Joker, blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, can you say this line? It was one of the best moments of his life. A superstitious and cowardly lot. I just want for one day for him to just say, "My parents are dead." That would make my life, man. I'm gonna get him to say it one of these days.
You know what? I just want them to make a thing where it's like Batman's family breakfast, and it's just like all the Robins and like Batman at the table, and all the Robins are like fighting and arguing over stuff. It's like the Brady Bunch or something.
There's an animated there's a webcomic like that. Actually.
Yeah, what's it? Who does Black Cat?
Yeah.
But with voices, think about the voices with Kevin Conroy. Oh, it'd be so great.
We got a mighty Conroy. Yeah. Oh, and I count this as a con purchase, even though technically I just got it like yesterday, actually. Okay, not yesterday, but 2 days ago. Jim Hanley's were giving out coupons for 40% off one item at the store.
What? That sounds awesome.
Yeah, didn't matter how much it cost. It was 40% off for anybody who's a member. And membership doesn't cost anything. You just sign up when you're there. And I got the Ultimate Invincible Volume 3. Cost me $20.
Nice.
Yep.
High five.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's what I freaking love about Jim Hanley's, is that their sales usually run for about 4 days after the con. Sweet.
I always loved Jim Hadley's when I was in New York. That was my preferred shop.
Larry, man.
They used to have freaking Third Strike in the corner with Marvel's Capcom 2 and Tekken Tag. It was good times.
Nice.
It was good times.
That shop is all about Larry, though. Just standing there and watching Larry talk.
Yeah, that's a funny guy.
He was at the con in like a full suit and blazer.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, Larry, this is the most dressed up I think I'll ever see you in my life.
See, that's how I remember Larry from when I worked at Jim Hanley's, because Larry was a customer like back.
Really?
Oh God!
Wow.
Yeah, we're talking about 1992.
Wow.
Damn.
Because Larry used to work at Lehman.
Okay.
So he was a customer, and this was when the Chambers Street store was still open. So he would come in, and he and I would, shoot the breeze on Fridays, and I'd get in trouble for talking to the customers as usual.
Yeah, well, these days, if you don't talk to the customers, they yell at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Well, no, because I mean that's the thing is, it's at the time, especially like I was reading everything. So I knew what was going on in the books, so the customers knew if they wanted to find out what was going on, talk to Jamal. Jamal knows.
Right.
And I would get in trouble because I was supposed to be working security, and meanwhile I've got people asking me questions about Supreme.
Nice. Man. And still in my head, I have to keep reminding myself, yes, Jamal used to work security.
Yeah. I know it's hard for people to even fathom, but
I am the law.
Well, yeah, this is a period of my life where I was spending my off hours drinking vodka out of a coffee cup in Washington Square Park.
Oh, fun.
Damn. Okay.
Hardcore, man. Man, when they make the story of your life one of these days.
Yeah.
You know what he was drinking? He was going, one day I'm going to make Supergirl wear shorts. I vow.
I can't wait to draw a black Firestone.
Damn you, Ronnie Raymond.
No, it was mostly at the time, especially me going, I can't believe they hired that son of a bitch. I draw better than he does. I'm the man.
And then when your head got a little bit smaller, you wound up with DC.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Corey Little says, I was there on Saturday and had a good time. It was a lot more crowded than I remember it being the last few years. For me, the highlight was the first 2 episodes of Avengers, which was awesome. Didn't get a chance to see that, but I heard it was actually it was pretty good from my friends who did get a chance to see it, so that's good. I love that they got a voice who's like this close to being Robert Downey Jr. to voice Iron Man.
Yeah.
His name might as well be like Dobert Rowney Jr. I'm looking forward to Bendis and Maleev's Moon Knight, and that took me by surprise when they announced that, by the way. Moon Knight.
How is he going to do, how is he going to do Scarlet and do Moon Knight?
He's writing. You mean Malev?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they started on there earlier.
Maybe he's going to be using different styles for each. I mean, maybe that would make sense. One
when
that
does
goes
Moon Knight comes out?
Moon Knight comes out, I think, in another 3 or 4 months. I think.
Oh man, that's whatever, man.
He's got time.
Yeah, isn't Scarlet a miniseries anyway? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that joint might be done by the time that come out.
Oh, and I love that the picture of Mark Spector that they showed kind of looks like the dude from that canceled show Lone Star.
Awesome.
This is me not saying a word.
Uh-oh. Yes, yes.
Is he sitting on a bed? Is he sitting on a
No,
bed?
he is not sitting on a bed.
Is he sitting on anything?
He's sitting, I think, actually.
He's sitting on the crushed and broken dreams of the actor who was starring in Lone Star before they canceled it after 2 episodes.
I am mad. I was watching My Generation and they canceled the show. I was liking that show. I was like, I like these shows that fit around my age group. I like this.
Isn't it great how Jimmy Smits is like poison for television now?
Well, between him and his girlfriend getting fired from from Law and Order.
Yeah.
L.A. She got fired from the first episode.
Yep.
Hey, I think Minorities from LALR didn't do good. It took how long for freaking Blair Underwood to get on the show again?
Oh, and Blair Underwood. Hey, let's see how long the event lasts because his past couple shows haven't lasted very long.
That's on my chopping block.
Yeah, really?
I like it though.
I already chopped it.
I watched it on Hulu.
I'd rather watch Chopped on Food Network.
Yo, that's a decent show.
It is a good show.
Leave that show alone. That show was good.
No, dude, I watched Chopped. It's on my DVR.
I'm not talking about Chop. I'm talking about the event.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's a show.
I have no patience.
Y'all
for
be
that
watching stuff like the Warehouse 13 and all them channels. I don't even pay attention
I like
to.
Warehouse
Warehouse
13.
13 is hot.
Warehouse 13 is a good show.
Warehouse
It's
13 is a good show, man.
It's on a network I don't deem worthy of my
Eureka
eyes watching it.
is amazing.
Yes.
All right,
What channel is that on?
it's on the same network.
It's
Yeah, I
on the
don't watch
Sippy channel.
The sci-fi.
Julian, just because they changed the name to Sci-Fi doesn't mean that it still doesn't have good programming.
I haven't watched this since BSG, and that was the only show I even took time to turn to that station.
You ever watch
You better have
SG1?
3 letters.
You ever watch SG1?
Like in 1997.
Give it a shot, man.
Oh, nah, man. I'm good. I got Mad Men. I got Walking Dead. I got Breaking Bad. I got Weeds.
I can't
You need to have 3 letters in your name or your channel name for me to mess with you.
I'm waiting
It's
for my
hard to get into Mad Men for me.
I'm waiting for my new favorite cartoon to come on in September. I mean, November.
What?
Rather.
Young Justice.
Marvel?
Young Justice.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be
Justice.
ridiculous. It's gonna be ridiculous.
It's gonna be interesting. I mean, I saw the first 5 minutes that some guy put up on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too, and then I saw some of the footage that they had at the DC booth, and then they I saw that first, and I was talking. Sterling and I were doing a signing, and he was like, "Yeah, it's they're going to be the JLA's covert ops team," and he told me that, and I was just like, "That's."
I don't want to see
Brilliant.
Young Justice because Aqualad.
Daryl, don't you say the words "you don't want to see Young Justice" to me. Okay.
Yo, that's the way Aqualad should look in the comic books. I'm mad. I want him with the blonde close cut. That thing they tripping. I don't see why the black kid, why he get the comic books, he got to have the same haircut as Static.
I don't know.
He need to cut that dread stuff out.
I will
The
say,
regular is back. The Caesar is back, people. The Caesar is always in style.
I will say though that and I've said this before on the show. I'll say it again. I love how Marvel and DC basically did a trade for a player to be named later, where Greg Weisman goes to DC and Paul Dini goes to Marvel. I mean, it's like, I just finished my Spider-Man title. Well, my Spider-Man animated. Well, I guess I'm heading over to DC. Oh, I just finished, whatever books I was writing for DC. Well, I'm sure I'll be the guy behind Ultimate Spider-Man.
It could work.
It could, man, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, still, as an old school Young Justice fan, though, I really do not like this whole DC Presents thing that they're doing with the books. Put out some goddamn trades. I hate the jumping around issue by
issue. They mess with you, right? They're doing that.
I know they are.
Just to screw you.
Well, they did
you've
with
asked
Chase.
him for years. You asked him for years, and that guy, what's his name? Was it Bob Wayne? He hates you.
I know.
Yeah.
Bob Wayne probably knows me by name by now for all the times I
like
asked
that
for a
guy.
Young Justice trade.
Guy with the glasses and the dark hair.
He told me. He told me on Twitter.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Great. Thanks. Well,
he said, "I hate Ian Lansing."
That damn Ian. That's why he had. Roy hitting bums over the head with a cat.
don't you go back to that.
Mad.
I'm finally getting over that, and you had to bring it up. That's great. That's great.
This big Ian mad.
J.H. Williams presents putting out issues 1, 2, and 7 of Chase. Seriously?
Well, they're reprinting 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 and 13 of Firestorm.
Yeah.
Of my Firestorm run. I'm just like, I saw that. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, it's just in time for the new Firestorm.
Huh?
What?
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 The new what? What are you talking about?
Well, what?
You mean the old Firestorm?
Yeah,
the old Firestorm.
or maybe a new Firestorm comic at least. That's what I
Why,
mean.
have you heard something that I don't know?
Yeah. Well, and again, this is all like rumor, speculation, yada yada yada. Because I think it came out of freaking Bleeding Cool for all I know. But no, there was something that got mentioned somewhere about there being a Firestorm comic up and coming.
Oh, okay.
Like after Brightest Day is over.
I don't want to read that.
Yeah.
Boo them. Boo.
Well, it could be Jason Rush, man. For all we know.
He gonna be Ronnie. Gonna be the main person because they be liking Ronnie for no reason. Like Super Friends was good. Super Friends is only good in memory, and because they had that ill ass theme song, they just need to take and pull back.
Hey, Marvin got eaten by a giant dog.
It doesn't. Whatever. The whole cartoon wasn't good. Like they just living off the past.
Yeah.
Jason Ross is hot. They could have. If put it like this, if DC Animation thinks, if one of the animations thinks the character's dope, then you use the character they think is dope. Because generally, they're a little bit better than you guys in terms of the writing. They hit.
Well, if they are doing a new Firestorm book, apparently Jamal's available. So just let anybody know that he used to work on this character back in the day, and maybe something will come of it.
I don't think anybody's even forgotten that I used to work on Firestorm.
I remember.
I only buy it. It's the Black Firestorm.
I used to buy it. I remember buying it and going on the message board trying to defend it.
I'm not kissing your ass when I say this, Jamal. That got me into Firestorm in the first place.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
Oh,
You had Mr. Miracle in it, and it had Darkseid reaching inside of him, yanking out the professor on some gangster stuff. See, that was good comics. And they have his girlfriend get killed in freaking Blackest Night. I want to smack somebody in the face.
Yeah,
I'm so salty.
Literally.
Hey, look, nobody took Johanna's death harder than I did.
Yeah,
it's too soon.
She was one of mine.
Aw.
I helped create her. She was one of mine.
Damn.
Man, that must have been how Gail Simone felt when they got rid of Adam.
They put him in an effing matchbox.
Don't even get me started, Daryl.
That's another smack in the face somebody deserves to get.
Well,
To do an
How you gonna kill
actual-
him? He got cartoon. He got action figures. Who cares about Ray Palmer? Nobody. He was the coolest Professor Ray Palmer. He can be the sideline dude.
Hey.
Some guys should just be coaches.
I'm shocked Jaime's still around. Really?
Well, that's a whole other argument, and you can't. But here's the thing: is that you can't completely blame DC.
No, not at all. Yeah, because I mean, it's the same thing that it's always been, that in order to keep your characters in the know, you got to go with characters that more people know.
The thing is, more people don't know none of these guys. It's the fans be salty because they be old. Let's be real, they be old.
It's true.
That's not even who really. No one knew who the heck Iron Man was until 2008. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
They act like Iron Man was up. No, he had a cartoon that people kind of watched as kids. No,
Yeah, the 90s Iron Man cartoon with that I am Iron Man.
You can't go back because I watched that. I rewatched that recently.
No, you can't. Uncle Phil is freaking Rhodey. No,
Yes.
You can't watch that no more. But let's be real. No one knows freaking Firestorm. They don't even remember him from Super Friends. They know Zan and Jaina more than they know Firestorm.
Yeah.
And Gleep.
Yeah, a monkey and Marvin and Wendy in the freaking Wonder Dog. That's who they remember.
Right.
They don't remember none of them people.
Yeah.
Not to get even more off the tangent than we already are, but do you guys remember? And this was a while ago. They did these on Cartoon Network. They did these Wonder Twins shorts.
Yes.
And one of them was when they were at the video store. They bump into Wendy and Marvin.
Yes, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
my favorite part about those shorts where it literally was form of a lion, shape of an ice bucket.
Bucket of water. Bucket of water. And the dude would use him and would mop the floor with him. Like,
you know what I used to love? Aquaman Dance Party.
Aquaman
Dude.
dance.
Oh no!
at college, yo, we would see that come on and just start laughing because he would just come out and just break it down like in a freaking like convenience store. They just have him walk out and he just started dancing for no reason. Like, I was like, you goddamn right, Aquaman's cool. Of course he can dance. You got daggone right. That's Aquaman.
Yeah. Well, they just better do something good with Ray in order to justify the death of.
They ain't gonna justify. Where the heck is my Aquaman comic?
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's
It
coming.
better be dope because they wasted all this good energy from that Brave and the Bold cartoon. That should have been out like 8 months ago. Aquaman had his own episode.
Jeff Johns is not gonna let Aquaman suck.
No, that Brightest Day story is still
Is
getting
he writing it?
Probably. Right now he isn't Brightest Days, so who knows what's gonna happen after that?
Getting it.
I don't know. I don't like Brightest Day.
I do.
Loving it. I'm loving it.
I dropped that joint off issue 2.
I like
I
it.
just I want Aquaman saying things is outrageous and punching the bejeebus out of things and making water swords.
My ability to talk to fish is of no use to you, Wonder Woman.
So it's all about that Brave and the Bold one, man. He just be like, no, and just be like, he's punching somebody in the face. It's all the time. He's like Hercules, but with better fashion sense and a beard.
Oh man, but I mean, Sean Pryor just Skype messaged me. Get off the phone, fool! So jealous that you were at New York Comic Con. Jealous. But no, I mean, Jamal, it's just sometimes I just feel like the characters that I get to love just don't stick around.
It's because you're young, Ian.
It's because I'm young, and
It's
other
'cause
people.
the 40-year-old cats won't let you live.
Yeah.
You gotta kick them down the stairs.
Barry Allen, hey, I'm just happy that the next arc of Flash is actually going to have Wally and Bart in
Right.
it. Yeah, which is good. That makes me happy. And Kyle still has a book in Green Lantern Corps, so at least he's not forgotten.
Not yet.
Yeah, Connor though, where the hell's Connor Hawk?
Where's Charlie Vickers? That's what I wanted.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
where-
you.
Yeah.
Charlie, maybe when they do bring back Connor Hawk, they'll bring back Charlie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I actually just read the Brotherhood of the Fist storyline a couple days ago, which was like Chuck Dixon, back when Chuck Dixon was literally writing like 6 titles for DC.
Oh yeah, they had that mini. It ran through all the Bat books. I remember buying it.
Yeah, it was Robin, 2 issues of Green Arrow. Let's see what else. I think it was Detective and Nightwing. Yeah, it all ran through there. It was good too.
Is Red Robin doing well?
Yeah, I like Red Robin a lot. Nicieza is knocking it out of the park.
The Bat books are doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I only read the Morrison one.
Well,
All of them are
read
doing.
Red Robin and trade. You'll like it because it had. For a while it was being written by what's his name? The guy who used to write New X-Men and did X-Force.
Craig Yost.
Yeah, there you go, Craig Yost, and he did a really good job.
I don't know, man. He's kill happy. He sure did kill a lot of mutants on his X-Force time.
He didn't kill anybody.
He
in
killed
Red
a
Robin.
damn busload of them. He killed a busload of kids.
You know what I'm saying? He was everybody was dying. Every time somebody tells me, like, oh, blah, 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 died. Like, why? Like, why so many mutants dying? Want to know why I don't read Marvel Comics? To make Jubilee into a damn vampire. Another smack gonna come. One day I'm just gonna kirk out, go on the con, and just smack people.
So you're not gonna get the Wolverine and Jubilee happy
I will
hour?
get that because I was told she's not gonna be a vampire, so I will get that.
Okay.
If she's a vampire, yeah, I might throw a rock at somebody at a con, straight Palestinian style. Get the little mask on everything, just swah, just hold that, mess with my Jubilee.
But no, see, in all seriousness though, you'll like Red Robin. You really will. Especially with Nicieza writing it, because Nicieza is like one of the most underappreciated writers in comics.
It's weird. It's, you know why? It's the 90s hate.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody be hating on the 90s. Be like,
And
oh,
Batgirl is good too. If you like,
good X-Men back in the day.
if you like Chuck Dixon writing the Robin, you'll love Batgirl.
We'll see, man. I still want her to be spoiler.
I'm still her identity. He didn't take away from it. In fact, he kept all that in there.
But we had to lose Cassie. We had to lose
She's coming
Cassie
back.
for that.
She's coming back.
But she won't be Batgirl.
No.
You don't know that yet. Actually, in the most recent tie-in to
The one shot?
in the one shot, they actually finally resolved why Cassie gave it up.
So
'Cause I didn't read it yet.
Batgirls? Because what, Bruce wasn't there? She said, I can't be Batgirl. Bruce ain't here.
Oh,
But-
no. Again, there was a reason for it. I'm not going to give it away. There was a
Okay.
reason for it.
Oh, you can spoil me. That's
All right,
not
fine.
like,
I'll spoil it. No. The reason she gave it up was because Bruce told her to. It was all part of the contingency plan for Spoiler to make it to the next level. Yeah. So she was working under Bruce's orders. That if Bruce were to die, she was immediately to try and get Spoiler to the level that she was supposed to be.
And she just disappeared?
No, well, technically for now, but
Oh, because I always wanted to see, like, Cassandra Cain with the new Batwoman and the ill, like, 3-part team up, just super duper tough chick, just beating the snot out of people for like 3 issues. It's like just ass beating, just breaking people's noses and just fighting ninjas and stuff. But it's like super duper military Batwoman and like straight super ninja Batgirl with the freaking no mouth showing.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys heard, but Jamal Eigel's gonna be writing a Cassie Batgirl book pretty soon, right, Jamal?
Don't do that.
I thought he was writing Outsiders. What? What's going on?
None of the things I'm saying are true.
Yes,
let me
because-
preface that by saying that none of the things I'm saying are true.
Because you know what happens when people say things like that? I get like 1,000 emails, 1,000 Twitter tweets.
Oh, so you're not going to Marvel doing Spider-Man Omit 2? You're not.
Oh man,
Huh?
come on!
No? My bad. I thought you were. They lied to me. They lied to me. You're gonna give him Spider-Man shorts. And you're gonna give him pants no more.
You're funny. I like you. You're my special friend.
See, that's good. You've replaced Brent on his hate meter now.
I'm poking that one guy on the message board that was pissed at him for that. So never forgive Jamal for what he did.
Well,
Never forgive him.
all right. Let me read Leroy's comments here quick, and then we can wrap this thing up since we stopped talking about New York Comic Con about 5 hours ago. It feels like. I feel like we had a downgrade from last year's podcast arena. We were near the stage again, far from the con floor, as if a big chunk of people wouldn't know where we were headed towards Artist Alley or something like that. I don't agree with that, by the way. Just straight up saying that. I really liked our positioning here because we were near the entrance slash exit. People actually stopped by us, which was good. Because unlike last year, where in the back we'd get plenty of creators, but not that many people. That was the problem with last year, is that when you're in the very back of the hall, it's like you get the people that are winding down their aisles, and not guys who've just walked in and see you first. So I like that about this podcast arena. The only thing I didn't like was that we weren't facing each other, because I talked to Sean and Jim like 4 times all weekend. When usually we're positioned across from each other where I could just walk over, still watch my table, and have a conversation. But that wasn't going to happen this year. But whatever.
Look at each other's eyes lovingly.
Well, of course, because Sean's just dreamy.
Killing you softly with his song.
killing me softly with his song. Well, Lauryn Hill is like suddenly tossing in her theoretical grave. Also, the biggest complaint is instead of being in a more connected podcast arena, it felt segregated by the way the tables were set up, which is what I just basically said. It's as if the only way to find podcast arena is if you were actively looking for it, as opposed to the last 2 years where it was more accessible to the general attendance. And I can see where he's coming from. I agree with most of it except for the actual location itself, because again, you walk into the hall and there we are, which is pretty cool. First thing you saw was Comic Geek Speaks Matters. And, CGS is the one that actually has a booth that looks good. and then everybody else is like, basically second fiddle to what they put into it effort-wise. I'm going to straight up say it. I love everybody else, but we usually just wind up coming with banners. They've got an entire table set up. And that's why
Heck, they run their own show. They should.
I know. They're damn good at what they do. You know, I'm happy to have them be the front runners. And then CNI has their raffle all weekend, which is really, really good for the arena because people come over and they do that. Guys who were next to me, what the hell were their names? Son of a bitch. What was the name of the podcast? I can't even remember it now because I didn't even know them before the thing started. But they were cool. Although not everybody knew about comics in their thing. Because I remember on Thursday I made like a passing comment about like Mark Waid, and the guy was like, "I have no idea who that is."
Oh, the Naked Taboo.
Yeah, but he had read Dark Knight Returns, so I guess that's okay. Oh well. And the last comments that I want to make about this weekend, and I'll give you guys final thoughts after that, was I'm lucky to be alive right now. And the reasoning behind that is that on Saturday night, when I'm wrapping up and tearing my booth apart because I needed to be out of there, I get on one of those folding chairs from the stage area. I get on it, I lean up, and it gives out, and I take a wrestling flying leap into Where Monsters Dwell's booth directly behind me and bang my head directly up against the side of their table.
Wow.
And again, this is what I was talking about earlier, where Rick's wife was like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? How many fingers do you see me holding up? Are you all right? Are you all right?" And luckily, I was okay, except for bruising. But it's a good thing I didn't go to any parties after that. I just went straight home because I swelled up like a balloon.
Oh man.
Yeah, like I would have looked like one of the aliens from like a Spielberg movie after that, or like that movie with the guy with the face that's like all like bony protrusions and stuff. That would have been me. So,
Wow.
Yeah, came really, really close to pulling a Chris Jericho slamming through a table. But hey, didn't die, so points to that.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
That could be the new thing for comic timing. I
Comic
did die.
Comic
Didn't die.
timing. Comic timing. Didn't kill me yet.
Did die.
New York Comic Con didn't kill me yet. They tried.
I think you've just found a slug line for this episode.
New York Comic Con didn't kill me yet, and other observations.
Nice.
Beautiful. All right, Daryl, give me your final thoughts.
I loved it. Like this is my San Diego, or whatever you call it. So I absolutely had a ball. I mean, I'm still recovering from the fun that I had at the con, and it's just, I mean, just it's so big. Just getting, just the news they let out. I mean, DC going to $2.99 was good to hear, and just being able to pick up books from the actual, person that drew it or wrote it, was pretty good to be able to pick up some of their stuff. So I don't know. I had a good time. I love the energy that the anime people brought in. How they dressed up. They had imagination that I think we lose sight of as we sit in our judgmental cloud sometimes. We miss how what drew us to comics in the first place was just the imagination as kids. I think we forget that stuff, So it was just good to see that, and I hope we integrate it, next year, and more people take a chance and share what they like.
Yeah, well, and that's really what it's all about, man. If you're not sharing what you like with your friends and with people around you, then what's the point?
Exactly.
Yeah, spread the love. Spread the love. Lytle.
It was a good con. I look forward to next year. That's one of the few cons I actually plan to do. New York Comic Con, have a good time there. I make money. I see people. It's a good show, man. I hope they get more people. Let's kick it over to 100,000. Let's go hard.
Ooh. If we get the
Let's go
entire
in.
Javits Center, every single hall, nook, and cranny,
Let's go in.
Then,
You know,
yeah.
unlike San Diego, when they have to spill out the hotels, I think spilling out the hotels in New York City would be more fun. It'd be like, you know, you can make it like a scavenger hunt or something. You know, it might be a little club or something. Like, oh man, I'm up in this little spot. Oh snap! You mean I gotta go to the Kid Robot store? You know what I'm saying, to get this ill little figure?
I
Like,
spy with my little eye a creator that starts with J.
you know, oh snap! He's only over here. You know, he's at the ill spot over there. Let's go. Oh, he's only near Forbidden Planet. Let's ride over there. They can make a fun jing out of it. They need to spread out. You know, it's New York City. They can make it like Marvel could tag it as like, let's see where Avengers Mansion would be at. Wow, they put a little thing over there.
Oh, does anybody know if they showed anything from that CGI Green Lantern thing coming up?
No, not yet.
Okay, all right, because I'm worried.
Just
I'm worried.
stills. That's it.
Just stills? Okay.
Yeah, just stills they put up online.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. All right, and Mr. Jamal Igle, who I promised we didn't announce anything on this show that he's doing yet. We promise.
Okay. Now, I've been kicking around the New York comic book scene for 18 years. I'm old enough to remember the old Fred Greenberger shows at the Javits Center, and it makes me so happy to see a show of this size in New York City. This literally is the largest comic book convention on the East Coast at this point.
Yep.
So I think the only thing that they can do now is just try to improve. You know, just try to. I mean, things are good. They can always be better. You know, if they do put more of an expansion on the Javits Center like they were supposed to do 5 years ago. Thank you, Sheldon Silver. You know, for all the locals who know Manhattan politics.
I know.
Just onward and upward, man. I'm looking forward to next year's show. I don't think I've missed a single New York Comic Con. I think I've done every one since 2005. So, and I will be doing next year's.
Yeehaw. Hey, what a coincidence. So will I, unless for some reason I'm in Alaska. Well, I've done every one of them since they started as well. I remember walking around the first one, you know, with the fire marshals blocking everything off with my mini disc recorder from the college on loan. And you know, then upgrading to actual podcasting and actual equipment and stuff, and walking around, and it's I've seen it improve every single year. There hasn't been one year where I felt that there's been a setback.
Right.
And that's what I hope to see in 2011. I hope to see a more polished show. I hope to see something that is the crown jewel of comic book shows. No question about it. Because, yeah, San Diego Comic-Con is a media show. That's what it is.
But San Diego Comic-Con at this point is also an institution. It's been around for 30-plus years.
Yes. You're absolutely right. And New York Comic-Con's been around for 6. That's the difference. You know, it takes a while to actually establish yourselves and know exactly what you're doing. And I think New York Comic-Con is getting there. Hopefully, next year will be good to go. They'll find a way to integrate anime properly. They will. Okay, because I have major respect for the people that run the shows. You know, I know Peter Tatara, who was in charge of Anime Fest, personally. He's a good guy. He's working with Lance. They'll work something out. It'll make sense. So don't give up on it yet. And to all you haters that are in the comic book, you know, fandom that don't see a reason for anime to be there, look at yourselves in the goddamn mirror and take off your Hawkman mask.
Damn, how'd you know what I was going to
Damn. Get a suntan, bitch. Take that.
And a message from Sean Pryor to Jamal Igle. Tell Jamal I don't think his sketchbooks are expensive and that Brent is a cheap bastard.
Oh, man.
But on that note, I should actually say that there will be a new sketchbook for 2011.
And he's raising the price.
No, it's still going to be $30. But unless I go with with the plan that I think I gotta check the price point on it because I'm planning on having some color inserts.
Cool.
So we'll see. I'm working on it.
And you're going to dedicate the sketchbook to Brent Casino, which is great.
Yes, I am.
You have to. You absolutely have to.
Charge him $35.
Charge him double. Screw that.
No one sell it to him either. No one.
Tell him you're giving them the amazing discount of 1 for the price of 2. Oh, man.
That Brent hookup. You get that Brent hookup.
Yes. And damn it, there was something else that was just on the tip of my tongue. Oh, yeah, and it doesn't matter if I have a table or not come this upcoming year, because who knows what's going to wind up happening, because they were already getting people to sign up for next year's show, like during this show. It doesn't even matter if I have a table. I will be there. Worst comes to worst, I'll have my portable recorder and I'll go from, area to area. This is still my home show. I freaking love it. And Reed knows what they're doing. Suck a dick, Garib Sheamus.
Oh, you so salty. You so salty.
Yeah, well.
Let me take that hawk mask off and check it too.
Dude, again, listen to the Big Apple show that me and Gabe did 2 shows ago, and you'll know exactly why I feel that way.
I heard part of the sadness that was that show.
Jamal,
Yeah.
Seriously, okay? There was a fucking dealer smoking behind a false partition.
Wow.
Yeah, with comic books in the room.
That tells you how much they didn't give a damn.
Yeah, because what's the first thing that it says on eBay? In a smokeless room, mint condition. Well, if you brought your collection of Big Apple, not anymore.
Damn.
And on that note, I think we're done. All right, we're once again sponsored by DCBS, Discount Comic Book Service. Shazam #1, 45% off for $1.64, regular price of $2.99. Eric Wallace and Cliff Richards for a brand new Shazam arc. Should be pretty cool. 45% off, $1.64. Daredevil Reborn #1, 50% off of $3.99 for $1.99. Andy Diggle returns Matt Murdock to the Marvel Universe. And Infinite Vacation #1, written by Nick Spencer with art and cover by Christian Ward. This is 75% off of $3.50 for 87 cents. And Nick Spencer will sign the issue as well. So that's pretty damn cool. Make sure to use promo code CT8 for an additional 8% off on your first order with Discount Comic Book Service, dcbservice.com. And we thank them for supporting Comic Timing. Jamal, thanks for joining us yet again here on CT, and we should get you back for a regular show one of these days as opposed to a con wrap-up that winds up being about 87 things. So where can they find you and all that jazz?
You can find me on every social network except for MySpace because I finally deleted my MySpace profile.
Hallelujah.
It's Jamal Eigel or Jamal Y. Eigel, or you can find me at jamaligel.com. And you can see the blog, you can see my DeviantArt gallery, which is constantly being updated at least, 2 or 3 times a week now.
Nice.
So that's where I be.
Cool. And eventually, there will be something new from you. Eventually.
Yes, I will let you all
that Spider-Man
know.
book's coming out.
I can't.
And I promise you, man, I was not the one that leaked at the rich, okay?
Okay.
I just want you to know that, all right? When I'm told a secret, I only tell it to Raph. That's it, okay? So if it was Raph, then we can blame Raph.
Yeah.
But not me. We can blame Raph. Raph is the one we should blame.
Because Raph went to Dan DiDio and said, "Did you hear what Jamal's going to be working on?"
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to be doing a new strawberry shortcake comic. It's really...
But don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody, right. Mr. Lytle. Pimp your wares.
JulianLytle.com. You can read my webcomic Ants at ants.julianlytle.com. In the middle of a storyline, they're going back through time for vacation.
Sweet.
They met Hitler. They punched him in the face.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Them too, huh?
They streamed it on Ustream and put the photos on Facebook. And right now, they might this week, they might have started the Trojan War. You know,
Sweet.
cause that's what happens when you go to Troy and you start partying and chicks randomly be there. You know, they just might be the queen of another country. You know, you might start something.
Nice.
That's what's happening right now. Who knows where they're going to go next? Who knows? In their weird hybrid of the telephone booth from Bill and Ted and the TARDIS.
You mean the Bill and TARDIS?
I call it the Who's Excellent.
Nice.
Sweet. Man, that's the mind right there of a guy who really likes Grant Morrison.
Yo, I found out he took over the Twitter feed. I'm following Grant Morrison on Twitter.
Follow Grant Morrison on Twitter. He's officially
Grant
on
Morrison
there.
and Kanye West is on Twitter. What's better than that?
That's
You
how
get to
long
nothing
I've
but
been
it.
on ya. Oh, Lord. And Daryl, please give us your 400 podcasts.
Okay. Check out tomorrow the next it'll be up by the time this episode is up. I did an interview with J.K. Woodward. We talked about Fallen Angel.
Nice.
What's coming up with that. And we talked about some books that we reviewed. Check out No Apologies. That's just comic craziness, and we just have fun just shooting shit. Check out Nothing's On with my co-host Donnie Salvo, who does Tales in the Attic and all that crazy stuff.
And a bunch of PKD stuff.
And a bunch of PKD stuff. So we're still reviewing. We did a review on a movie, a beautiful movie called Bitch Slap.
Nice.
Very nicely done. And Machete. We reviewed that movie.
Machete.
And check me out on The Fix's Hideout, and that is just pure chaos.
I
And
agree.
so-
And maybe by the year 2015, I'll actually be on an episode of The Victor's Hideout. As I told Umar when he was on the last time, maybe eventually I will actually show up for a recording, even though I live in Brooklyn. We shall see. We shall see.
Shoot, I've been on more episodes than you then.
I know.
live down here.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're done here, and I promise that Brent Casino will be back next episode. All right? I'll take him out of the box, and I'll let him live. First off, thank you to everybody on this episode here. It's been a lot of fun, and yet again, pimping the pop cult online, Mr. Rick Gordon, who was on for the first half hour of the show. Make sure to check that out. He went running because he knows that you and him have a feud, Jamal. So it's
God damn it! I thought we squashed that. We broke bread.
well, he thought by breaking bread you meant that you were going to be breaking him.
I don't think I could take Rick in a fight.
Ooh,
He is Nick Fury, you know.
That's true. He's got the combined powers of Nick Fury and Power Man. But yeah, Jamal, thanks for joining us here again, man. We'll have you soon.
My pleasure.
All right, and Daryl, you know you're always welcome, and thanks for being the pinch hitter.
Thank you.
All right, and Julian, man, you know it's good.
Yeah, my man. Thanks for having me on the show again.
No problem, man. No problem. And the email address for Comic Timing is comictiming@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out the forums over at thecomicforums.com. Graciously hosted by Comic Geek Speak guys over at comicgeekspeak.com. If you have not yet listened to it, make sure to listen to the New York Comic Con 2010 podcasting panel. It's available on the Comic Timing site and the feed. It's available on I believe the Comic Book Roadshow feed has it. The Legion of Dudes feed has it. It's on the Comics Podcast Network. You can find it at a bunch of different places, so go and check that out. We're proud members of the Comics Podcast Network over at comicspodcast.com and a League Comic Book Podcast over at comicbooknoise.com/league. And please send us your iTunes reviews on iTunes. They're graciously appreciated. And all that lovely stuff. And yeah, I do have that memorized. So for Jamal, for Julian, for Daryl, and for the missing Brent Casino who is hiding in Florida, I'm Ian Leatherstein, reminding everybody out there that there's always time for comics. Yo, Jamal, man, fix your headset. We can hear you. There we go. All right.
Oh, we got some sound.
He's going to be making dresses and sports and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I'm giving it up. I'm going to live in a hollow tree with a bunch of elves and make cookies.
You're on laptop mic though. You're definitely not on your headset.
I'm working on it. Give me a second.
Okay.
You sing Proud Mary, the Spanish bandoliers.
As long as you make chocolate chip, we good. I'm with you.
Chocolate chip.
I love chocolate chip cookies.
Delicious. And somewhat nutritious, too, if you put the right things in it.
Maybe.
Yes, Chris, do you have something for the class? Oh, they did? They just merged the Daily Show and Colbert rallies into one.
Well, I always thought that's what they were going to do.
Well, yeah, I know, but they officially did it on the show. So the rally is now known as the Rally to Restore Sanity and Order. And then Oprah appeared and gave everyone tickets to the rally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, Oprah really appeared on the show?
Oprah was on the Daily Show, yes.
Did she come on a white unicorn? Did she fly in?
Well, that's how she always flies.
Oh, okay.
That's known as...
Jon Stewart's even going to reach whole new levels.
Yeah. Well,
They got Oprah appearing on their show. That's whole new levels.
Well, and they're streaming the rallies live and are going to be airing them live. So
Nice.
yeah.
I might go down there and see. For me, it's just a subway ride.
See, I got an OK Go concert the night before, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, but I'll definitely watch it. Yeah. All right. Let me get rid of you guys too. I got a Daily Show to watch.
I'm going to sleep. You New Yorkers always talking about I won't stay up late and do all this.
Yeah, man, it's what we do.
Yeah, y'all crazy. Wait, did you guys know that Justin Bieber got a rap verse out? And he's dissing Tom Brady for biting his haircut?
Yeah. Wait, so this is real because you wouldn't believe.
Yes. No, he's kicked a hot 16, and he's talking about how he got like yellow bone. That means that's extra light-skinned girls for people who don't understand.
Wow.
He got yellow girl, and he be spitting. This is crazy. Usher, they created a monster.
Yes, he
Usher
did.
has created a goddamn monster.
Do you know how many people actually believed the Onion article that Justin Bieber is a 51-year-old pedophile?
Really?
People are idiots.
Yeah, dude.
He's only 16.
Yeah, I know he's only 16, but there was an Onion article, making fun of him, saying that they found out that he's in actuality a 51-year-old pedophile. And, it was an Onion article. Onion articles are parody. They are fake.
Right.
Most human beings know this. And we get in our elevator here at the apartment, and a guy in the elevator turns to us and goes, and this is brilliant, the way that he put this. You guys have the internet, right? And we're like, yeah. Did you hear about this Justin Bieber thing? Like, what about it? That he's actually 51 years old? Like, no, that was a parody. That was an Onion article. Really? No, they wouldn't put it on the internet if it wasn't true.
Oh, Lord. That's why we had Bush for 8 years.
8 years. Yo, did you guys see the Mad? You guys see the Mad cartoon?
Nah.
Okay, it's hilarious. Like it's like the magazine. They had this one skit where it was Usher had a Build a Bieber store.
Nice.
And it was just like Build a Bear, and it was hilarious. They had Usher walking around. They had like people making the little Biebers with the little clothes. And he was like, "I'm from Canada," and it was hilarious. Like it comes on like every day, like around 7 or 8 or something. Like it's like 15 minutes, but it's mad funny.
That's really funny. That sounds funny.